Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2017 Deer Creek football season. We're here today at Moore High Football Stadium. I'm here with my partner, Jerry Broughton.
Hello, everybody. We're here to see the mighty Deer Creek Antlers play against the Southmoore Sabercats. It's a beautiful night here tonight. The crowd's pouring in. I see a lot of blue over there, so way to go, Antler Nation.
I want to be a software designer and improve the way society communicates.
I want to study physics and discover more efficient sources of energy.
I want to be the best teacher I can be, and I get to do that at Deer Creek.
I want to study geology and find ways we can live in better harmony on our planet.
I want to study robotics and design machines that make our lives better.
Our school district's growing fast because word's gotten out.
We're one of the best districts in the nation.
We have 3 times as many students and twice as many schools since 2001, but the donations to the foundation have gotten smaller.
Oklahoma schools are receiving the same amount of funding now as they did in 2008.
It's up to the foundation to fill in the gaps.
And it's up to you to make sure we have what we need
to build a bright future for the world.
To build a bright future for ourselves.
Your hometown healthcare provider. We care for you as experts. We care about you as neighbors. Serving the community for more than 70 years. Call 405-307-3177 today or visit us online at normanregion.com/physicians.
Officials for tonight's ball game. Referee is Steve Knight. Umpire is Craig Young. Linesman Matt Argent. Line judge Troy Ugler. Back judge. Captains for tonight's ball game for the Antlers, number 5, Hunter Freeze, number 14, Jake Michael, number 43, Griff Stanley, number 54, Drew O'Hara, and number 60, Ethan Renner. For the Sabercats, number 22, Raekwon Wicks, 44, Jared Spradling, 52, Braden Finity, and 71, Bryce Williams. Southmoore has won the toss. They have deferred. They will defend the east goal. Again, a reminder, Southmoore Cheer is doing a raffle for Cheer Nationals. You can buy a raffle ticket. They're 1 for $1, 6 for $5, or 12 for $10. They're also having a silent auction. Pampered Chef and Cincy. 9 raffle tickets will be given out, and you do not have to be present to win. Southmoore Golf Club would like to give special thanks to Subway on 19th and Santa Fe for sponsoring today's coach's meal. And a special thanks to Eagle Heights Church for sponsoring this week's team meal. Again, just another reminder, tonight's game, Deer Creek Southmoore, can be seen streaming live at yourview.com. It'll also will be replayed Monday evening at 7:30 on Cox Your View, channel 1333. Also, be sure to go to yourview.com for game highlights and more coverage. That is Your View, YURVIEW.com.
It's been such a pleasure for me serving this community for the last 33 years. I've had the honor of serving Lions, Jaguars, and Sabercats, sometimes multiple generations within one family, and I love seeing their smiles, and that is such a good feeling.
And now, please welcome head coach Wade Stanley and the Deer Creek Antlers. And now, please welcome head coach Jeremy Stark and the Southmoore
Once again, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2017 Deer Creek football season. We're here tonight at Moore High School Stadium to watch your Deer Creek Antlers take on the Southmoore Sabercats. We're excited to be here. I'm here, J.D. Shackley, with my partner in the booth, Jerry Broughton. Jerry, when we looked at this game on paper last year, we saw some head coaches and we saw some star players, but since that year's passed, some things have changed. Isn't that right?
It's exactly right. Back in April, I believe we were very fortunate and hired Coach Wade Stanley. I believe we brought in a bunch of new coaches. We have some players that have grown up, and now it's their time to shine. I believe with the way the team is and the way the coaches are and watching them practice, the spirit that these guys have and they play with is going to be infectious. I believe the Deer Creek Nation is going to really love the Big Blue this year. And it goes to show, you can see all the people that have come out to watch on this Thursday night. I believe we're in for one heck of a game tonight.
I can't wait to get it started. On the Southmoore side of the field last year, we had two players in Bray Walker and Casey Thompson, who were two of the top players in the state. They're no longer in their field tonight. Also with Deer Creek, we had Zach Kerstetter, all-state wide receiver for Deer Creek, who's now at OSU. This year we're going to look towards Hunter Freeze. Hunter Freeze can really zip it around, can he, Jerry?
He certainly can. Just watching him throw the ball out here today and then over the last couple of weeks in practice, he really has a very, very beautiful deep ball. He gets it out there and it turns over real well. But he also is very good at rolling out, hitting the short man. The thing that I've been impressed with the most is he finds the right guy. He never seems to throw it to the wrong guy in coverage. And in 6A football, that's very important because those defensive backs can jump right on it. If we can give him some good time tonight, I think we're going to be able to expose them and use our wide receivers to really hit them hard.
At running back for the Deer Creek Antlers this year, we're looking at maybe a three-headed monster. We've got maybe a little bit of thunder and lightning with Jacob Johnson and Lamoris Davis, but then we've also got Preston Seibel. My dad would have called Preston a hoss.
He is definitely that. Preston is a big guy. Preston will more than likely probably start at linebacker as well, and so he brings that linebacker mentality to running the football. It's his senior year. He was hampered a little bit with injuries last year, but I believe this is the time for him to really step up and go after it. I believe that with our offensive line's a little young, but they're big, they're hungry, they're strong. I think we can get a push right from the start, and I believe this is going to be a great night for Deer Creek football.
You know, I think everybody's super excited about this season. Like you said, the spirit seems, for lack of a better phrase, renewed with Wade Stanley. Wade Stanley, former coach at Ada, and prior to that, Norman North, coached 2 All-American quarterbacks while he was at Norman North. In the Kolar gentleman, it's John or Charlie Kolar, who's now at Oklahoma State, and of course David Cornwell, who went on to play at Alabama. Well, I wouldn't say play at Alabama. He signed with Alabama. We'll say that. I think he's moved on since then, but hey, if you're getting a scholarship offer from Alabama, chances are you can play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like the coaching staff he's brought over as well. He's brought over coaches like Bo Proctor was a all-state linebacker he brought over that he played for Coach Stanley back in Norman North. He also brought on Trey Miller, ex-University of Oklahoma, all Big 12 fullback. Those 2 guys know what it's like to do it on the field, and I think they're really showing our boys how to get out there and get after it.
Well, we're super excited. We're about to kick it off here. It sounds like Southmoore won the toss. They deferred, as is commonplace these days. They're going to go ahead and kick off. Deer Creek is going to receive. Back deep for the Deer Creek Antlers. We've got number 4, Davion White, and number 10, Dylan Diaz. Dylan Diaz, just a sophomore, and Davion is a senior. But my son, a younger antler, I heard a lot about Dylan growing up so far, and he's stuff of urban legend around the middle school, I guess.
One thing for sure, they both can burn.
Yeah.
We can give them a seam here. We may see them 100 yards back the other way.
Kicking off for the SaberCats, if I can get a good look at that number. I believe that's a 10.
I'm checking here. We're up pretty high here in Moore Stadium.
That's right. The air is slightly thin. No, that's 95.
95.
Ryan Huerta is going to kick it off. Looks like they may kick off from that bunch formation that you see a lot nowadays. Let's see here.
We just better stay sharp right here.
Oh, there it is. They break it out.
Well, I'm getting ready. I'm excited for Deer Creek football. Here we go.
I think everybody's holding their hands up as they listen to us. And the 2017 season has started. Dylan Diaz is going to field it.
Go, baby.
Heads up the right side. He's got a crease. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Nice return to start the season for Dylan Diaz. Sophomore, I think he was probably ready to go out and hit somebody that wasn't on his team.
Ben Light's got a good block over there on the sideline to free him up for that extra 5 or 6 yards there as well. This is a great field position for him to start with.
Well, we're excited to see what the offense is going to look like here with Wade Stanley at the helm. I think nothing's going to change in the fact that Hunter Freeze is going to zip the ball around. We've got 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Freeze is in the shotgun. Running back to his left. Takes the snap, rolls to his left. Incomplete. Intended for number 6. A.J. Neal couldn't quite hold on to it. There's going to be plenty of those this season. A.J.'s going to pull a lot more in than that happens, I guarantee it.
Yes, yes. Yes. It was open, though. That's a good sign.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
a good sign. We can come back to that or play something else off of those routes and hit them again. But good sign. Great blocking up front. Pass was able to get there. We're going to do this all night.
Freeze back in the shotgun. Back to his right. And here's the snap. Handoff dead center to number 2. Breaks through the line of scrimmage. Oh, no, the ball is on the ground. Well, dag nabbit. It looks like Southmoore's recovered that. That's not what you want to see, but you know what? We're going to get that back.
Wait a second. We had the ball. See, we had the ball. One of our linemen jumped in on the ball and pulled it away.
Well, excuse me, I'm going to run down on the field, and maybe I can talk. Should we do that? Maybe I'll run down there. I'll chat it up with the refs. We'll see what we can do on that.
We're about 6 stories up here, and even with my old man eyes, I can see that. Remind me of the Oregon-Oklahoma game years ago.
I'd rather Gordon. Oh, what was the replay, guy?
Remember.
There's 1,000 people. Well, I hope 1,000 people shouting at their TV right now. They know that guy's name. Well, okay. Wait a minute.
Fortunately, we're back.
All right, we got the ball back. Here we go. We escaped on that one. Freezes back in the shotgun. Offset back to his right. Points out to a receiver. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Scrambles just a little bit. Throws it up for number 12, Axel Welch. Just a bit overthrown. He was open. There's no doubt he was open. That's going to bring up 4th down. Bring out the punt team. Punting for Deer Creek, number 8, Preston Seibel. Not only is he the thunder half of the Thunder and Lightning running back combo, he can also kick a little bit. Little soccer style roll out there. Oh, look at that spiral. Fielded, fair catch by number 25.
Fair catch made at the 19-yard line.
That was a 40-yard punt right there.
40-yard punt, fielded by number 25, Seth Fleming. Oh, pardon me, that was number 22, Raekwon Wicks. Of course. How could I have not recognized that was Raekwon Wicks? I've heard, pardon me, that I'm going to be calling his name a lot tonight. So let's see how that goes. First time we'll see the Southmoore offense on the field. Starting at, oh, go ahead, Terry.
So we've got him pushed back here inside the 20. We've got to keep him down here in win field position.
Starting quarterback for the Southmoore SaberCats, number 11, Jaden Scott. Fakes the handoff, underthrows his receiver, number 21, intended for Marshall Mack on the outside. Just kind of a skip ball out there. Didn't quite hit his receiver. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Aaron Ray got right up on there, too. If he would have caught it, Aaron Ray would have introduced himself right away.
In the 2 scrimmages we've watched this year, Jerry, I've been really impressed with the fire that this Deer Creek defense plays with.
We were talking earlier about the spirit that these coaches have brought back. You don't have to look any further than our defense to see it. Jumping around, hooping and hollering, they've been great. Some people may say they're very undersized for 6A, but they get after it and they play their hearts out. And hopefully that happens here again tonight.
And here we go again. Jaden Scott set up, back to his right, hands off inside. No, it's another fake handoff, rolls out. They've got him pinned back. Yes. That's going to be a sack. Absolutely. Woo. Sack by number 44, Tyler Hammonds, and number 13, Isaac Roweye.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, Isaac's parents, I'm hoping I'm getting that name right. I asked about 1 million people. I'm hoping I'm getting that right. That's a good way to start off the season. It's going to bring up 3rd down and
20?
About 20.
All right, we got him pushed back on the 8-yard line here, 3rd and 20. This is the time where you may see screen passes, draw plays. Just because we got that sack, this is the down. You got to really be secure on your defense and play your role and stay in your lanes. We can do that. We can get the ball back here.
Absolutely. So here we go. Jaden Scott in the shotgun. He actually handed off the ball this time. Carried just inside, cuts it upfield for maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Elijah Brewer.
It's going to bring on 4th down, and that's going to bring on the punt team for about 4th and 18.
Great job defense there. Way to go.
Absolutely.
Way to introduce yourself from the start.
That is a great way to start the season. I think if you could put it on paper, if they wrote down how they wanted that first series to go, couldn't have been any better than that. Back deep to punt for the Southmoore SaberCats. It looks like number 99, Brian Shomali. He's going to be punting to number 34, Logan Stanley. There's the snap. Here's the punt. There's the field. He's going to have a chance to return this. It's brought down at about the 43-yard line by
somebody from their team.
Yeah. So I'm going to go throw out a general comment. It is hard to read the numbers on the Southmoore jerseys. Boy, if they'd have just made those numbers white, possibly, or maybe instead of a coordinating color. So yeah, if you folks at home, if you'll bear with us on that, we're going to do our best to get those numbers on the Southmoore jerseys. But hey, let's be honest. The most important jersey numbers we're calling tonight are antler numbers. Am I right?
Right on.
All right.
We're on their 43-yard line. We just won field position on those first 2 series. We got to go in here and score right now.
Freeze in the shotgun, back to his right. Number 12, Axel Welch, is in motion. Handoff to number 2. He's going to take it around the corner. Got a flag on the play. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Looks like maybe no gain, maybe a small loss, but we'll call it a no gain. Flag on the play, Jerry.
Let's see what these guys have to say. They threw it where it typically is holding.
Southmoore players are clapping, so unless they're looking for excitement to improve, I'm going to think that's going to be on us.
It was holding on us, so that's a 10-yard penalty. We do get first down over again, so we got 3 cracks at 20 right now.
Here we go. Trying to signal in the play here. Freeze stands outside the huddle to look for the call. Got Davion White here at the bottom. Number 11, Paxton Gary in the slot. Got another wide receiver up top. Freeze in the shotgun. Offset back, Lamoris Davis to his right. Fakes the handoff.
Oh, nice.
Quick pass
Go,
to
baby.
number 11, Paxton Gary. Fantastic. That's going to be a gain. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 4.
That's a gain of 16 yards right there.
We'll take that all day long.
That was one of my favorite plays when I played back in high school. The fake it, throw it right back across the middle where that linebacker isn't. That was a great pass, great play.
All right, they're trying to work maybe a little tempo here. They're huddling, but a little tempo. Freeze back in the shotgun, offset back to his left. Screen, number 2, Lamoris Davis. Knocked out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
That'll be a first down for the Antlers, our first down of the year.
Many more to come, hopefully.
Many more to come.
Many more to come. Jacob Johnson back into the game. Paxton Gary, after that big catch, is going to go take a breath real quick. Signaling in the play. Jerry, I think we've got a pretty good rhythm going so far. Hunter Freeze looks to be in rhythm.
I like the way we look so far. This is great. Great play calling so far.
Freeze back in shotgun. Offset back to his left. There's the snap. Handoff to Lamoris Davis right up the middle. There's a ton of SaberCats, but he's dragging them just a little bit. We may have a gain of about 5 on that. Nice run by Lamoris Davis. Once again, Lamoris Davis, you gotta give some credit to Lamoris Davis. 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. He's out there running through the big fellas. He's running through the large trees.
Well, I mean, he had to play the last few games of the year last year as a true freshman and go up there and play with the big boys, and he held his own. And this year could be a breakout year for him.
Freeze back in the shotgun. Morris offset to his right this time. There's the snap. Freeze looks. Quick pass. Oh, just through the hands. Just a tad through the hands of Logan Huslig.
Intended for Logan Husling.
Looks like it's going to fall, of course, for an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
We're already sitting at the 25. We can get some yards here. If we don't get the first down, we're still in field goal range right now. It'd be great to get points out of this, and it'd really be great to get 7.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have that 7 to start off the season. Still signaling in the play here. Now they're okay. Looks like Davion White's going to come out, and number 34, Logan Stanley's going to come in. Signaling in the play to Hunter. All right. Here we go. It's going to bring up about 3rd down and 6. We've got Freeze in the shotgun. We got number 2, Lamoris Davis, off to his left. Pardon me, yeah, off to his left. There's the snap. Quick pass. Fantastic catch by Logan Huslig. Number 1, Logan Huslig. That's going to bring up another Deer Creek first down.
Boy, you see the way he zipped that ball in there?
Absolutely.
He set his feet, and he rock and fired right there. That's a great catch, and then he got upfield to make sure he got enough yards for that first down.
Good awareness of the first down marker for Logan there. Fantastic. Not a bad start to the season so far, Jerry.
I know. I'm excited. This is great.
Kind of a methodical, just marching down the field. No real big chunk plays, just marching down the field. Freeze in the shotgun. Morris off to his left. Freeze keeps the ball. Looks like he's going to be brought down for maybe a loss of 1 on that. He may have, forward progression may have gave him the line of scrimmage, but not quite. Got knocked back once he got into that crowd of people.
It looked like the SaberCats may have been expecting that play. They came with a run blitz up the middle, and it ended up closing off all the lanes and all the gaps. So we just need to go back here and tender them up a little bit more with their pass.
Hunter Freeze back in the shotgun. Davis offset to his left. There's a quick pass to Logan Huslig inside.
Go.
Look at Huslig go. There it is. Touchdown, Deer Creek. Number 1, Logan Huslig from Hunter Freeze for the first Deer Creek touchdown of 2017 in the Wade Stanley era.
Oh, what a great play. What a great play. He faked it to our running back who ran out. We brought the receiver back around for an inside screen. The running back ended up getting the block that cleared him to the sideline. It was a fantastic play, perfect timing, and a great run after the catch.
You know, I said a minute ago, things that you wanted to write down, how you wanted the year to go to start. There's the kick by number 90, Alexi Oldham. Extra point is good. Deer Creek leads 7-0 on Southmoore.
Way to go.
I said if you wrote these things down to start the year, I'd say a touchdown on your first drive, not that bad.
Stuffing them on their first drive, pretty dang good.
I'll take that all day long and twice on Sunday.
You can see that the coaching staff are up at the booth next to us. You can see they're very focused on what's going on, which I think you can see a little bit of happiness in their faces as well.
Yeah.
All this hard work has come to pay off on our first couple drives here of the season.
Absolutely. Well, the Wade Stanley era is off to a 3-and-out and a touchdown on the first drive. I think he's got to be pleased. Although, you know, some coaches, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. But we'll take that and we'll keep going. So far with 6:35 left in the first quarter, it's Deer Creek 7, Southmoore 0.
Valued at $275. Tickets for your chance to win are only $1 each, or $15 for $10. The winner of the basket will be announced during the fourth quarter of tonight's ball game. To purchase your ticket, please stop by the band booster table located in the northwest corner of the stadium. In addition, the Southmoore Cheer Squad is also doing a raffle for Cheer Nationals. You can purchase your chance to win 1 for $1, 6 for $5, 12 for $10. Also a silent auction, Pampered Chef and Cincy. 9 raffle tickets will be given out. You don't have to be present to win. Set the kick for the Antlers. Number 90, Alexi Oldham. Back deep for the SaberCats. 22, Raekwon Wicks. 21, Marshall Mack.
All right, we're going to be kicking it off here. Number 90, Alexi Oldham's going to be back to kick off for Deer Creek. Back to receive for Southmoore, Raekwon Wicks, and another another number to be determined with those jerseys. I believe that's Wicks that may have fielded it.
Oh, get it.
Look at that, swarmed by a herd of antlers. My goodness. Number 13, Isaac Roweyi. And number 56, Garrick Johnson. I've been waiting to call Garrick Johnson's name. That guy, he played lacrosse for Deer Creek as well. And you put a stick in his hand and head him down the field. He is a freight train, Jerry.
I mean, that was a great kickoff. And the kickoff team, essentially you pick your 11 craziest guys and you put them out there because you run with reckless abandon. And that's what we did. We stuffed them here on the 13-yard line. Come on, defense. We can hold them down here again and go score.
No, absolutely right. So here comes Southmoore for their next offensive series. Number 11, Jaden Scott's back in the shotgun pistol formation. Offset back left. Handoff inside. No room to run. Brought down by number 44, Tyler Hammonds. My goodness, no room to run so far for Southmoore. The Deer Creek defense is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to see it. Good offense is good to watch, but you got to enjoy good defense too.
Yeah. I mean, and what you'll see out of Deer Creek teams this year is they run to the football. Everybody that's ever played football, your coaches teach you, all 11 of you run to the football. I've seen it with our team so far this year, and I think it's going to be the key to our success on defense.
Jaden Scott back in the shotgun pistol formation. Back offsets to his right. Handoff inside again. No room again. Pushed back again. My goodness.
That was the aforementioned Preston Siebel and Seibert in there.
Fantastic. Preston Seibel on the tackle. So Southmore's going to be looking at it. Forward progress is their friend at this point because they've been knocked back. It's going to be it's going to be 3rd and 10. We'll see what Jaden Scott can do here. Offensive coordinator for the Southmoore SaberCats, former Mustang High School head coach Ty Prestridge, also former offensive coordinator at Choctaw. Jaden Scott in the shotgun, back offsets right.
Get there.
Rolls out.
Get there, get him.
Number 8, Preston Seibel. Almost had him around the corner.
Nice.
That's okay. Knocked out at the 12, maybe 13-yard line. Not much of a gain, if any. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Kick us the ball. Kick us the ball.
Absolutely.
4th down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, and punter Brian Shomali again.
Back to punt for the SaberCats, number 99, Brian.
So far, Shomali's getting a lot of work.
Back for the Antlers, number 34.
Back to receive number 34, Logan Stanley.
Looks like we're setting up for the return. Oh, almost snapped it over his head.
He really sets up. Nice spiral by Shomali. Fielded. Ooh.
Dangerously fielded.
Tough guy right there, Logan Stanley. He didn't call it off. He fielded that ball. Saved the roll yards, if you will. Brought down by the SaberCats right at the 50-yard line. Couldn't be, I don't think, any more perfect than that. Right on the 50-yard line. So we're going to see Hunter Freeze and the Deer Creek Antler offense come out again. So Freeze can keep this rhythm up. We'll see what the Deer Creek Antler offense can do. In at running back number 2, Lamoris Davis again. Offset to his left. Wide receivers, 1 up, 1 down on your TV screen there.
Go.
Handoff to Davis. He's got room. Gets up to about the 45-yard line. Maybe a little pass. Nice carry by Davis.
Oh, I mean, great carry by Davis, but what the right side of the Antler offensive line just collapsed the much bigger defensive line of Southmoore and pushed them. I always remember our offensive line coach always telling our linemen at the end of 3 quarters, there's always one team that wants to play one more and a team that doesn't. Right now, we're controlling the offensive line.
Absolutely. Hunter Freeze back in the shotgun. Again, Morris off to his left. Waits on the snap. There it is. Fakes the handoff.
Oh.
Freeze drops back, puts it way up in the air for Logan Huslick again. Oh! Just through the hands of Logan Huslick about the 10-yard line. My goodness. Talk about chunk plays, Jerry. That would have been one.
I like the call. We only sent 2 receivers in the pattern, both of them running post patterns toward the middle of the field. Both of them were open. I think that's something that the coaches next to us over here are going to be marking down for later on, but that was a great play. We were just a couple inches short of being on the 10-yard line.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Antlers here. Freeze is back in the shotgun again. Morris is off to his left. Awaits the snap. There it is. He rolls to his left. Oh. I think a Southmoore defender, Raekwon Wicks, may have gotten a handle on that. It was intended for number 11, Paxton Gary. But yeah, I think, they talk about Raekwon making a living on defense. That may have been him kind of sticking his nose in there and getting a hand on that ball.
He just changed the way it was going by just an inch or so and just threw the play off barely. But that's something we can come back to later in the game.
Absolutely. Raekwon Wicks, number 22, is back to receive for the Southmoore SaberCats. Set to kick, number 8. The Hoss, Preston Seibel. Yeah. The Thunder of the Thunder and Lightning duo, or trio. And Seibel awaits the snap. There it is. Boy, my goodness, he's got a fair catch by Raekwon Wicks at about the 13-yard line. So that's going to bring on the Southmoore offense. Southmoore offense is really probably at this point trying to find something that's going to work for them, Jerry.
What's been the advantage so far is our kicking game and our offense. We started on our own 39, their 43, and the 50. So far, they've started on the 18, the 13, and the 14. So if we can keep them back here, it's just a matter of time until we're going to score again. Our defense is playing lights out.
Jerry, that's the kind of analysis I'm looking for. That's fantastic. I'm going to have to start writing that down. Field position, note to self. Here comes Jaden Scott on the field again. He's got nobody in the backfield right now. It's him, himself, and him. That's it.
Watch the draw.
Here's the snap.
There it is.
Yeah, Jerry saw it from a mile away.
Wrap him up.
That's going to be about a gain of 9. So that may be 10. That may be close enough to earning the Southmoore SaberCats their first down of the night. So, but Jerry, the old experienced football guru that he is, he saw that quarterback draw coming from a mile away.
Well, their coaching staff has got to be wondering what can we do, because you come out and you run what works for you. And so far, nothing has worked for them. Spreading us out, trying to get it more man-on-man and just let their quarterback make plays with his feet may be what they're trying to do. We just got to shore it up here and make the tackle.
All right, Jaden Scott in the pistol formation awaits the snap. Running back behind him. All right, we've got a timeout here.
All right, by Southmoore.
They're headed back to the drawing board.
They can only run that play one time.
Yeah, they may look for it the next time. Oh, absolutely. Well, as we go through here tonight, this is our first game, and so we're super excited to be here. Once again, my name is J.D. Shackley, my partner, Jerry Broughton. As we go through tonight, there's going to be a couple of things we'll mention to you. One of the things I wanted to mention to you is super important to us here at Antler Vision, and the reason why is because we have kids. We have kids that play football at Deer Creek, and we have kids that sometimes don't stay healthy. And so with that in mind, Monday, August 28th through Saturday, September 9th is Safety in Football, the Safety in Football campaign. Safety starts with having an athletic trainer. Athletic training provides comprehensive preventative services and care in these 6 domains of clinical practice prevention, clinical evaluation and diagnosis, immediate care, treatment, rehabilitation. And I'm going to come back to that because we're about going to action again.
They didn't take very long over there.
No kidding. I was trying to give Parker Cornett a shout out because we love Parker Cornett.
We love Parker.
That's where I was headed, and we'll come back to it, but we love Parker Cornett. Number 11, Jaden Scott, back in the shotgun. Fumbles the snap, picks it up.
There.
Oh, makes a quick cut. Got a little running room. Oh, I thought the ball might pop out there for a second. Brought down by number 18, Aaron Ray. First time I got to call Aaron Ray's name tonight. Good job, Aaron Ray, bringing him down for, hopefully a shorter game than it could have been, so that's great.
We have an Antler down on the field around the 28-yard line. It looks like Tyler Hammonds, our defensive end. He got up and walked a little bit and did the smart thing and just sat down and let the aforementioned Parker Cornett come out and see what's going on with him.
Yeah, I feel like, oh gosh, that is a weird jinx type thing. Well, let me go ahead and finish talking about Parker.
Yeah, please.
If that's okay. Let me take a second. Once again, safety starts with having an athletic trainer. Athletic training provides comprehensive preventative services and care in these 6 domains of clinical practice prevention, clinical evaluation and diagnosis, immediate care, treatment, rehabilitation and conditioning, organization and administration, and professional responsibility. With that in mind, Deer Creek High School partners with McBride Orthopedic Hospital to provide a full-time, nationally certified athletic trainer at all varsity football games and practices, as well as home, freshman, JV, and middle school games. We also have an orthopedic surgeon for McBride at every varsity game. Deer Creek High School also has AEDs at every sports venue, as well as on the football sidelines of every high school practicing game. So with that in mind, we want to say thanks to Parker Cornett, and we'll probably talk about her again later on in the night because that's how important she is. Jaden Cook takes the snap, looks to pass, but then pulls it down and takes off. Dag nabbit. Yeah, that was a designed play in my mind, Jerry. He takes the look, draws people over, and then pulls it down and takes off the other way.
We're covering his receivers, and without we didn't get in there on the rush, and it gives him time for our safeties and our corners to move back, and then it's just open field everywhere he goes. Tyler Hammond did jog off the field a while ago, so he should be just fine. Hopefully back in the game pretty soon.
Well, it's high quality care provided by Parker Cornett.
Right on. Come on, D. This is the time to stop them.
All right. Well, so that's another first down for the Southmoore SaberCats. Jaden Scott set up in the shotgun. Single by himself back there. Quick pass to Raekwon Wicks. Raekwon Wicks is going to be knocked out for a gain of.
What a horrible call.
There's a flag on the play.
The referee was standing 5 feet away and threw the flag on what was obviously an unbelievably horrible call. He's going to call a late hit out of bounds. That is a running back with the football. He's in bounds. Our guy comes up and helps him out of bounds, and he calls a personal foul on us. It was a horrible call.
Well, that may account for about at least 10% of the SaberCat offense this year so far. Well, all we can do is make a play now, Jerry. That's going to bring up, it's going to be a first down. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Southmoore SaberCats from about the 14-yard line. So they're driving. They've kind of put together a drive here based on the legs and skill of one Jaden Scott, the quarterback. Now they've got a back behind him again. Raekwon Wicks set in the pistol formation, offsets right. Handoff to Raekwon Wicks.
Nice.
Brought down for a short gain. So back to what we saw at the beginning of the game, Jerry. They put it back in the backfield with him. Not a big gain.
Not a big gain. We're on the traditional defense and what traditional offensive plays, throwing it downfield, running with the running back. We stood pretty tall against that. They're running the quarterback, and that's the reason they've got down here. That and the horrible penalty they called on us a while ago. But this is something that our defensive coaches are already working on right now. How can we go ahead and shore this up? What do we need to do getting ready for the next time?
Absolutely. So here we go. It's going to be a 2nd and 7. Jaden Scott set up in the shotgun. Raekwon Wicks offsets left. There's the snap. There's the throw to number 17. He's going to be brought down about the 3-yard line. Pass is complete to number 17, Trevor Eilenberger. First time I've got to say Trevor Eilenberger's name tonight. Little guy out there on the edge. Hey, we always root for the little guys, so I'll say it. It's a nice catch from Trevor. So that's going to bring up 2nd down, and gosh, oh no, they're calling it first down. So it's going to be first down and goal. Yeah, it's going to be first down and goal from the 4-yard line for the Southmoore SaberCats.
Come on, we got to bow up right here, boys.
Jaden Scott set up in the shotgun. Raekwon Wicks set up in the pistol formation. Offsets right. There's the handoff to Wicks. Nice quick step cut.
Way to step in the hole right there.
Way to fill the hole, Deer Creek defense. Brought down by number 43, Griff Stanley. And
Griff.
number, I believe also, is that number 13, Isaac Rowayi.
That's our
way to fill the hole.
That's our nose guard and our defensive end right there.
Yep.
First line of defense, and they stopped him.
It's a nice jump cut by Wicks, but it wasn't enough to outsmart Rowayi and Stanley. So It's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal. Really, maybe a half-yard gain on that play.
This right here, our defense really needs to pay attention to the quarterback. The 2nd goal from the 4, this is a good time for him to run the ball.
All right, that's going to be a timeout. Timeout Southmoore.
That's their 2nd timeout of the half already in the first quarter.
You know, head coach for the Southmoore SaberCats has been here since 2014, Jeremy Stark. He was the defensive coordinator before he took the head coach job. And I will say Jeremy Stark has assembled an interesting staff here at Southmoore, Jerry.
He certainly has. You were reading that off to me, as a matter of fact, last night.
Yeah, he's, you know, I think with the Deer Creek staff, we've got a former OU player in Trey, pardon me, Millard. Is that
Trey
right?
Millard.
Millard, okay. Southmoore SaberCats have an OU player of their own. You might remember the name Corey Callens from the 90s, maybe early 2000s.
Corey was a good ball player.
I think he was out of Jinx, Oklahoma.
I believe so.
They got a former NFL running back on their staff, Leon Johnson. They've got also a former TU letterman, a former Langston letterman. So they've got some interesting composition to their football staff, including an NFL running back, which I'm sure the kids all love. Jaden back in the shotgun, hands off right down the center.
Hold him right there.
Elijah Brewer lowered his pads and thought he was going right into the end zone. And I tell you what, the defensive line, including number 10 number 10 Dylan Diaz, they all had a different idea on that, Jerry.
Well, it was what we were talking about earlier. He would have scored, but we had people coming from the secondary to stop him right there. That's everybody running to the ball, prevented a touchdown right there. That gives us another chance here. We got to hold them. They're 2 yards out. If we can hold them right here and stop them, this would be a great play for our defense.
Absolutely.
Watch the quarterback running the ball here.
Scott lined up in the shotgun, offset back right. That's Elijah Brewer again. Fakes the handoff, and you're exactly right.
Yeah.
He called, but look. Oh my goodness.
There's a flag down.
There's a flag on the play. Second effort by Scott in a spin and an extension of the arm. Gets into the end zone. But I see an offensive lineman for Southmoore possibly swinging his arms in disgust. That may sound like a positive thing for the Antlers, Jerry.
Oh, I hope so. It's about time.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Southmoore.
Where in the world is that? That looked like some dance move from the 70s. I'm not sure exactly what that was.
I'm not sure, Jerry, but I think he may be doing the hustle.
I was thinking the same thing. I was just a boy in the 70s. I'm not that old, but that looked like something you'd see on the Dinah Shore show.
Dinah Shore. Well, I may have to go to YouTube later and just dial up some old Dinah Shore shows.
Either way, hey, that took points off the board right there.
Absolutely. That's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Jaden Scott's going to see what he can do here. Offensive coordinator for the Southmoore SaberCats, Ty Presters, is going to see what he can dial up here.
We got a break. We need to take advantage of it right
That's
here.
absolutely right. I'm really impressed so far with the play of the Deer Creek defense. I mean, I don't think we could ask anything more, including sophomore. You know, they say for a linebacker, you've got to have guts and toughness, and there's a sophomore in there.
They're about to run out of time here.
Oh.
Yeah. Southmoore just used their 3rd time out of the game.
Oh, my.
Or their half, all in the first quarter. They had run out of time, and we're about to be penalized 5 more yards.
All right, well, they're going to go back to the drawing board. Oh, it's like vacation. I've got a lot of vacation, so I take a lot of vacation. Apparently, Southmoore has a lot of timeouts, so they're going to take a lot of timeouts.
They won't be off during the Christmas holiday, will they?
Yeah. That's exactly right. Well, 7-0, 14 seconds left in the first quarter. I'll take it.
I'll take it, too.
I'll take it. There's always room for improvement. You always strive for perfection, but 7-0 on what's probably going to turn out to be a pretty good team in 6A1.
One of the top teams in the West in 6A1.
I'll take it. All day long and twice on Sunday. At the end of the day, 7-0 will win the game.
I should have worn my step thing today. I think I'm getting a workout up here tonight.
The same thing here. Same thing here. Defense comes back out in the field. Jaden Scott's going to line up in the shotgun. I think for the first time tonight, he's got 2 backs in the backfield. Offset left, on it, offset right. There's the snap. Handoff to number 17.
Get him.
There you go.
Blow it down.
There you go. I root
Nice.
for the little guys, but not that little guy.
Nice job,
Brought
fellas.
down by a herd of antlers. That's right, herd. I said it.
They're going for it. They're bringing in big 99.
Oh, my. Chance that they handed the ball off to that guy. That's the punter, Shomali, number 99, Brian Shomali.
It's the end of the first quarter. That's what they're doing.
Well, there you go. And once again, at the end of the first quarter, 7-0 Deer Creek.
presents the community calendar. I'm Greg Massey, freshman. Write down your number 1 financial challenge. Hurry to your freshman event, and together we can work. That's my school life Bible promise to you.
The Southmoore Golf Club would like to recognize the Evans Agency as tonight's game sponsor of the week. Located just north of the World Theater on I-35 Service Road. They've been serving North since 1960. We appreciate their support of Southmoore football. Before the end of the second quarter, go by the Raising Cane's booth near the main entrance. Sign up for their Kick to Win contest. One lucky fan will get a chance to kick a 20-yard field goal at the end of the third quarter to win free canes for a year. The winning participant will be announced at halftime.
All right, that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Come on, boys.
Southmore's going to go for it.
Play set to resume, 4th down.
Come on. Somebody got to get some penetration.
Jaden Scott again is set up in the shotgun. Back offsets to his left. Here's the snap. Handoff inside to number 5. And he's going to be stuffed. He is going to be stuffed. You may have scored a touchdown, but not on that drive. Way to go, Deer Creek.
The Big Blue Wrecking Crew strikes again.
There's the fire you see, and nothing gets them more fired up than a 4th and goal stuff, Jerry.
Oh, that was awesome. Southmoore, one of their things is they bring up the big beef all along that offensive line, and we are undersized on the offensive line compared to them. What it comes out is we got bigger hearts, and on that play we had a bigger heart. Our guys got underneath them. There was nowhere for them to go. There was nowhere to go.
That's the kind of fire. When I talked earlier about the fire that you saw from the defense, that's having heart and making a play. Love to see it. Excited about this season. Can't wait to keep it going. Here comes the offense.
We got to be careful here on our one. Let's go 99 yards for a touchdown, but let's be careful right here.
Goal line stands are great in defense, but they always make you nervous on offense when you turn it around. Freeze is set up in the shotgun.
Timeout.
Morris is off to his left, and they are going to call a timeout.
The play clock was running down.
You've been like Karnak tonight, Jerry.
Well, to me, and again, I'm just saying, it did not look like they had that set. As soon as that play was over and we stopped them, they wound the 25-second clock. And, you know, hey, refs had their first game, too. Maybe they make mistakes as well. That was one. I'm sure Coach Stanley will have a friendly conversation with him about that when he has the opportunity. But
yeah, absolutely. So, as we move on tonight, just kind of wanted to finish up with what we were talking about earlier. Here they come. So we'll keep I promise we're going to get to more good things about Parker because we just can't say enough good things about the work she puts in to keeping our boys healthy, coming back from injury. So McBride Clinton, McBride Clinic in Parker Cornett. We're super excited to have you here. So Freeze is back into the game. The offense is back into the game. Freeze is set up in the shotgun about 5-6 yards deep in his own end zone. There's the snap. Quick look to number 4.
Oh,
Davion. Oh, goodness gracious. Hunter Freeze with the quick out to number 4, Davion White. And the only thing between him and the goal line was air. Oh, just couldn't quite turn that corner. Couldn't keep his feet. Oh, my goodness.
He was a heartbeat away from going 99 right there.
Oh, my goodness. When he turned it upfield, my blood pressure went up about 20 points.
I think we just found out he's got the quicks right there.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
Can move.
Well, that's okay. It gets
First
us out
down.
of gets us Hunter Freeze out of standing in the end zone. So Hunter Freeze is in the shotgun. He's got Davis offset to his left. Or Morris, pardon me, offset to his left. Tries to get around the corner. Got him by the back of the jersey. Maybe close to a horse collar, but we're not going to call that, I guess. So carry by Lamoris Davis. And it's going to be maybe a gain of 1. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 9 for the Antlers.
He did a really good job of not losing yards there. I
Yeah.
mean, that was a really good run to not lose any yards right there.
And it speaks to the strength. I mean, Lamoris Davis is 155 pounds, so it speaks to the strength of Lamoris. When they've got a hold of the back of his jersey, for him to keep pulling a larger player, it speaks to the strength of that running back. That's
when Coach Stanley came in, he brought in a strength and conditioning coach, and I think it's showing already just in the few months we've had it.
Freeze takes the snap, rolls, gets some pursuit.
Go.
Sees a guy. Oh. He had Davion White open down the center far side of the field. We have a flag. We do have a flag on the play. Freeze had a little pressure, improvised, and found White down the field. Couldn't quite complete the pass. White made an adjustment on the ball, but couldn't quite get there.
Illegal man downfield, Deer Creek.
So that's going to bring up about 2nd and 9 for the Antlers. Freeze looks to the sidelines for the signal. Legal man downfield. That was the call. All right, so the play is still being signaled in. All right, here we go. Break the huddle. Freeze is going to be in the shotgun as he's going to have an offset back to his left. It's going to be Lamoris Davis, of course. Had quite a workload for Davis tonight. There's a quick pass out to number 1. That's Logan Huslick.
Way to fight,
Spins
Logan.
his way for about an extra 3 yards. Gets out to about the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 3, 3rd down and 4 for the Antlers. Nice effort by Huslick to go ahead and gain, because they had him really dead to rights. Huslick spun his way, honestly, for a couple of extra yards there.
Those extra yards he got makes this a manageable 3rd down right here. That was a great fight when we essentially put him out there one-on-one and said, our guy will beat your guy.
Absolutely, and he did. Freeze back in the shotgun. Davis offset left. There's a quick snap. Oh, he just tosses it up to Huslick. Somebody make a... Oh, my gosh!
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
So everybody stopped running.
Touchdown,
That's a
Antler!
touchdown, right?
Woohoo!
My goodness.
Everyone stopped on the field.
I am not quite sure what happened there, but Freeze threw a arcing ball down the field. There was a little contact between wide receiver and defensive back, but Huslick separated, caught that ball, and the defensive back just quit.
They're coming back down the field.
Was there a whistle?
Oh, there's a flag on the far over there at the 40.
Oh, goodness gracious. Dag nabbit.
If they try to call pushing off on us, that was normal hand battling that you do wide receiver and defensive back. If they call that on us, that is taking away a touchdown from us that should not be taken away.
There wasn't from my vantage point, which granted is about 6 stories up. I'm not exactly on the Devon Tower, but I'm pretty high. I'll rephrase that later. So There was no extension of an arm.
No.
There was nothing like that. I mean, I'm not – dag nabbit. I hate to see chunk plays taken away.
I cannot believe they're bringing this back. Let's see what he has to say about this. He's over here talking to the Southmoore coach.
I know what I've got to say about it, but
probably asking him if that was good enough.
Yeah. Oh.
Hunter threw that off his back foot about 45 yards in the air.
And you talk about high. But when I first saw the arc of it from up here, I thought, my goodness, there's no way. And it just kept going and going and going downfield. And I thought, okay, that's a good pass. Then Hueslick had separation. There was, once again, no extension of the arm, really. I mean, it was basically just hand fighting. And that's going to take place.
But he was already behind the defensive back. See, that's the thing. He was behind the defensive back. So then it becomes the defensive back's job to get back, not ours to stop. That was ridiculous if this is what they're calling it.
Well,
here he goes. Sideline warning against Deer Creek. So they're bringing back an 80-yard touchdown pass for a sideline warning infraction on Deer Creek.
I think you're right, but I feel like that can't be right. I can see Coach Stanley possibly not thrilled about what's occurred. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not standing beside him. I don't know what he's saying, but I'm going to go out on a limb. I believe he's possibly not thrilled about what's occurred. Dag nabbit. That's okay, Creek. I tell you what, let's keep up the offense. Let's keep up the accurate passes. Let's keep up the momentum. Let's keep up the rhythm. Here we go. We're signaling in the play. We've got 3 wideouts in the game. We've got Davion White again on the top of your screen. On the bottom of your screen, we're going to have number 11, Paxton Gary, and number 1, Logan Hueslick. We're going to have Freeze in the shotgun. He's going to have an offset back, Lamoris Davis to his right. There's the snap. Quick pass to number 11, Paxton Gary. Avoids the tackle. Fights for a couple of more yards. But you know what? That's a first down and 10 Antlers. We'll take it.
Way to come right back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way to come right back.
Absolutely. Because you know there's a lot of anger in the huddle.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of anger in the huddle on a play like that. But way to come back and channel that energy, channel that anger into a nice first down and 10. Keep up the rhythm. Here we go. Signaling in the play, we've got Logan Hueslick on the top of your screen. We're going to have Davion White in the bottom of your screen. Freeze breaks the huddle. He'll be in the shotgun. Davion White having a quick conversation. He wandered out to the mound to have a conversation with the pitcher. We got Freeze in the shotgun, offset back to his right. Or pardon me, left. Oh, Logan Hueslick again. Oh, what a catch! My goodness.
What an absolute great catch that was.
Somebody got your phone out. Hashtag that SC Top 10. Because I don't think he could have been any more extended and his arms still be attached to his body, Jerry.
What a huge gain that was. But, I mean, just the effort plays we're making here. And what a way to put the ball. He put the ball where no one could get up at his guy.
Talk about extension. My goodness. I would be at the chiropractor for a week if I tried to extend like that. Freeze, quick pass out to number 11, Paxton Gary, just overthrows it. We got a flag on the play. Seems to be a little chatter going on. The defensive backs of the Southmoore SaberCats and wide receivers of the Deer Creek Antlers, a little chatter.
Well, the Southmoore is a proud 6A1 school, and here comes in a better and stronger pride. Deer, I don't know what I'm trying to say. We got pride too, and we come in here as a 6A2 team on their home field on opening night. We've had the time of possession. We're moving the ball, and you know, they're a Wick, their best defensive back.
Wicks, yeah. Well, let's put this in perspective for just a second. Southmoore SaberCats, 6A1, Deer Creek Antlers 6A2, which is not, you know, there's a difference sometimes. Sometimes there's not. But in this case, and I'm going to get back to this point in just a second, Jerry. We got Freeze in the shotgun here. They're getting the signal in from the sidelines. Freeze relays it to the offense, talks to Davis on his left, still getting the signal. Davis now offsets right. Freeze in the shotgun. We've got Gary in the slot, White in the bottom, Hueslick at the top. Low snap. Freeze rolls just slightly. Caught by Paxton Gary.
So it was forward progress to the 50.
Yep, forward progress to the 50. So, once again, Jerry, to put in perspective what we're seeing here, 6'8", 6'2", we've talked about that. But as far as Southmoore is concerned, in the last 8 years, no school, not Jinx, not Union, not Broken Arrow, not Owasso, no school in 6A in Oklahoma has had more scholarship players than the Southmoore SaberCats. In the last 8 years, no school in Oklahoma has a better winning percentage in 6A than the Southmoore SaberCats.
Let's see if we can do something to change that tonight.
Absolutely. By the way, that information was obtained with their website. It's not correct. It's not.
Get upfield.
Nut catch by number 1, Logan Huslick.
Oh, late hit.
Oh,
late
yeah.
hit. Throw the flag.
Yeah, there you go.
First down.
I don't know if we're supposed to clap in the booth, but I'm clapping.
I'm clapping too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the Deer Creek coaches did not like that late hit and did not like it one bit.
Well, the late hit that we did over here,
questionable at the most.
I mean, he was on the sideline. This one was 2-3 steps
pretty
on the white down there. So
pretty blatant.
Hey, we'll take it.
That's okay. That's okay.
You were talking about the size of Southmoore being a 6A1. What that boils down to is they have about 450 more kids than Deer Creek. So that's the difference between Deer Creek or 6A1 and 6A2 right now. It's about 400 kids, 450 kids. Now, if you go to the east side of the state, it's a whole different story.
Yes.
You know, with the junior colleges they have up there. But
your Broken Arrow is nearing that last count. I think close to 5,000 students.
Moore has 3 schools in it now, just to show you the difference.
All right, here's the offense for Deer Creek.
It's third down still.
Third down and about 2. Freeze in the shotgun. Davis offset left. Quick pass in and out of the hands of number 11, Paxton Gary. Just off the fingertips. He had 2 hands on it, just off the fingertips. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down and about 2. And I don't see the punter coming on the field. And you know what? I love it.
I do too. This is a non-district game. This is a game for us to get better and see how we are. Well, let's see how we are right here. 4th and 2.
And I think your field position right here, I think it warrants. Let's do this. Hunter Freeze is going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have trips on the bottom side of your screen. He's got Davis offset to his right. Awaits the snap. There it is. He rolls out. Quick pass actually to number 11, Paxton Gary. Gary has got the first down. Brought down by number 25, Seth Fleming. First down and 10 Antlers. So with 7:49 left in the second quarter, it's 7-0. Deer Creek beating Southmoore. Pretty exciting stuff.
What a great play. 4th and 2. Let's throw it out and see who wants it more. And I mean, right there, what a great play that was.
I love it. We're just methodically moving down the field. Hunter Freeze back in the shotgun. Davis offset to his left. Snap. There's the handoff to Davis. Runs into a pack of SaberCats right up the middle. Forward progress is going to bring him back to about the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up, pardon me, I said line of scrimmage. I may have actually, according to the ref, lost about a half a yard, but we won't talk about the spot on that one.
Going back to that 4th down play a while ago, they ran a blitz off the corner, and Hunter, being aware of that, threw the ball right where the blitz came from, and that allowed us to get the first down.
Freeze set up in the shotgun. Davis is offset to his left. It's a quick pass to number 1, Logan Huslick. They both arrived at about the same time. Yeah, that pass is going to fall incomplete. Freeze coming off the field.
There was a flag down the play. It looked like
Jerry.
That's right. They called it real quick. It looked to me like it was a legal procedure. It was a legal procedure on Deer Creek.
All right, so that's going to bring up, about 2nd down and about 15 or 16 for the Deer Creek Antlers. Freeze is back in the shotgun. Davis is offset to his right. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Low snap. Freeze has to jump on it. Oh, that was close. Yeah.
Smart, good job.
Yeah, Freeze had to give up his body there or he wasn't getting the ball back. That was That was a nice nice recovery there by Hunter Freeze to recover that ball, because it was a low snap. He's had a couple of those so far tonight, but he's handled them fine, handled them like a pro. That one just a tad too low for him to handle, and gave it up, recovered the ball. That's okay. Let's keep this drive moving.
We get another chance in the way our receivers are catching the ball.
That's right.
Hey, 3rd and 20. Why not? Let's go.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And the way we went it the way we went for it on 4th down last time, it's 2 plays.
Right on.
That's 2 plays. Freeze has a question. It's going to call a timeout. Maybe he just wants to drink water.
But a second time out of the half.
Absolutely.
We'll take a drink of water too.
Absolutely. Once again, we want to thank you folks for being with us tonight for the kickoff of the 2017 Antler Vision. There's a lot of hard work put in by a lot of high school students and even some returning alumni students who enjoyed it so much that they came back.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Honestly, I did radio for, I don't know, on and off for 20 years, and I was telling all of these students in here, but Antler Vision is put on exclusively by students of Deer Creek High School. Janet Harris, she essentially has a whole ant colony of people doing things all over the place.
Don't you mean an antler colony,
an antler
Jerry?
colony, yeah, a whole herd going all over the place. And these, I hate to say kids, but these kids are fantastic. I did radio for on and off for 20 years, and these were paid professionals, and I haven't seen anything this good in a long, long time.
Well, I'm having a heck of a time, and I can't think of anywhere I'd rather be. I'd say on Friday, but this is Thursday. Either night, watching high school football with my friend Jerry Broughton. Freeze takes the snap, drops back to pass, gets a little pressure. Oh, dag-nabbit. Is that the punter? Is that Brian Shomali?
I can't tell. Those numbers are.
I think that might be, yeah, that's Brian Shomali, the punter. Dag-nabbit. Takes down Freeze for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down, and goodness, a long walk at the mall. So we're gonna look to Preston Seibel here to pin him as far back as he possibly can. It's probably going to be Raekwon Wicks back to return again. He's standing at the 10-yard line. Seibel awaits the snap, and there it comes. Oh, a little wobble there. Nice kick by Seibel. Takes him back to the 8. Wicks fumbles.
Get him. Get him
oh
right
my
there.
Goodness.
Contain him. Contain him.
There you go. Wicks cuts, jukes, moves, cuts, jump cuts. My goodness. You know, that's what they're talking about, Raekwon Wicks, when they talk about an athlete, a guy that's already got college offers. I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, he showed why he's being looked at by these colleges out there.
Absolutely.
That maybe him coming up just a little bit slow, walking back.
He has a touch of couldn't tackle him in a fumble.
They get the ball on the 20-yard line, but if you remember back, that drive started on our own 1-yard line after we stuffed them back down there a while ago. We took over 4 minutes off the clock, gave the defense a good rest, a time for the coaches to get back with them, analyze what happened. That was a successful drive. It didn't end up in points, but that was a successful drive. We flipped the field on them right there.
Absolutely. So it's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Southmoore SaberCats. Jaden Scott's going to be in the shotgun. No backs. We saw draws here last time.
There it is
and
again.
There it is again. Jaden Scott, my goodness. Has anybody seen Brad Smith lately? Because that might be Brad Smith.
Of course, you're talking about Brad Smith from the Missouri Tigers. He killed me one year watching that game down in Columbia.
278 yards or something.
Oh,
yeah, that's I kind of called that. You called one earlier. I kind of called that one, Jerry.
Right on.
I'm growing as an announcer.
We're in mid-season form already.
Oh, we just got to make it to halftime at this point. Well, it's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the SaberCats. Jaden Scott, again, no backs in the backfield. Defense makes adjustments. There's the draw again. You know, Jerry, they're going to do this until we stop them, I would imagine. That's going to be a gain of 6.
It reminds me of watching my son play Madden against your son, where they just put the running back there, snapping the ball, and just run one way or the other.
Right.
That's really what they're doing. Their passing game has been not here at all. The running back game has really not been here at all either.
Right.
Their yards are coming up where they're saying our 10 will block your 11 and he's going to run.
Right.
We got to find a way to stop that. And that's getting off your man and making the tackle.
I would venture to say 75, 80% of the offensive yard gained by Southmoore have been with Jaden's feet tonight. So Jaden Scott in the shotgun's going to bring up about 2nd and 6. There's a whistle on the play, stops action.
Delay of game.
Oh, good. We'll take that all day long.
Right on.
Moving back, way back. Here we go. So they'll replay that down, if I'm correct. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 11.
All right.
We'll see if the Southmoore has a change of pace here. Brings it back into the backfield, but at this point, that's what's working for them. Any success they've had has been with a single back in the backfield, where there it is. So they line up in the pistol formation. I spoke too soon. Jaden Scott is alone in the backfield once again, takes the shotgun snap, fumbles the snap, picks it up, makes a quick cut.
Well, that's got to come back for holding. I saw 3 or 4. Great play, though.
Jaden Scott tracked down by number 10, the sophomore, Dylan Diaz, showing the wheels. Dylan Diaz with the play.
He ran all the way across the field and fought through all that mess to make that tackle.
Absolutely. And that's going to push him back even further. So now we were at 2nd and 11. So we'll have the call on the field here in a second as they decide what to do. Holding is declined. So it is going to bring, instead of 2nd and 11, it's just going to be a loss of down decline. So now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Sabercats will huddle.
That's showing a lot of faith in your defense right there.
It really is. But you know, the way they've been playing, I think it's warranted. Absolutely. These guys are flying around. We're almost halfway through this game, and they're still showing that fire, that passion. You know they're tired, but they're still showing that fire and passion. I bet we see that fire and passion in the 4th quarter. Jaden Scott in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He's flushed out. Tosses it way up.
Yes!
It's intercepted by number 41, Parker Johnson, at the 45-yard line. Absolutely. Parker Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. First time I've called his name tonight, but it could not have been in a bigger situation. Parker Johnson with the interception.
One of our producers loves him and loves us. She is going crazy. He was rolling to his left because we were putting the heat all over him, and he had to throw that back across his body. He had a man wide open, but he just couldn't get the ball there and hustling back. And essentially he was catching like a pop fly out in the center field, and way to get the ball. We have the ball on the 45-yard line. This is a chance with 3 minutes left to go in and score right before half.
Yeah, Jaden Scott thought he could float that one, but what a recovery to make that interception. Deer Creek Antler offense back on the field. Hunter Freeze set up in the shotgun. Lamorris Davis offset to his right. Fakes the handoff.
There
Double
it is.
move.
There it is.
Go,
baby, go!
Number 11.
Go, baby, go!
Oh,
Touchdown!
my goodness. No flags. Flag. There's a flag on the play.
Where?
Catch by number 11, Paxton Gary for the touchdown from Hunter Freeze. We've got a flag in the play. I'm not quite sure what this is going to be.
It's way down the 10-yard line. I have no idea what this penalty could be. There was no one around, and they tried to tackle him at the end. Personal foul against us. For
Really?
what?
Really?
Do we have a...
Not until afterwards.
Okay.
Sam.
So,
second touchdown tonight. This has been called back on the Deer Creek Antlers.
Let me see if I can hear what this guy says.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry's not happy. We're going to see what the call is here. It was a fantastic pass. Hunter Freeze had the pump fake in the backfield, then saw 11, Paxton Gary, heading straight down the field, tosses it up. Gary runs right under it into the end zone. There's a discussion going on amongst the refs here. We'll see what the call is. Oh, now they're bringing in the Southmoore coach.
So that's the second touchdown pass that we've had called back tonight. they're going to be running out of penalties to call on us if we keep scoring like this. I may have to go down there and have a talk with the referee at halftime and ask him what's left in his dance magic bag he's got, because I don't even know what that was. That was some kind of robo punch to the gut looking thing.
Well, I've seen you have talks with people before in these situations, Jerry. We may want to keep you up here in the booth.
All right.
I think it's just for the betterment of everybody. We keep you stationary here in the booth.
We still got a first down, though.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right. So we will take that. It's going to be a first down and 10 from the Antler 19. Hunter Freeze is going to be set up in the shotgun. Morris Davis is going to be offset to his left. We're going to have two receivers on the top of your screen. He awaits the snap. Rolls out to his left. Passes back to number 10, Dylan Diaz. Dylan Diaz gets away.
Go!
Diaz has got wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, Deer Creek.
Let me make sure there's no flags on this one. I don't see any flags. It is a touchdown.
High five. Woo! All right, touchdown, Dylan Diaz and the Deer Creek Antlers.
They had him back in the backfield, and he fought through that leg tackle and took it to the house.
Absolutely. I've been saying tonight how impressed I've been with Diaz's play on the defensive side of the ball. There's Dylan Diaz on offense, making a play. They've got him tackled, essentially. He escapes the tackle and heads about 19 yards to the end zone. There's the extra point. It's up and good. So your score with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter, Deer Creek Antlers 14, Southmoore Sabercats 0.
Protecting our community is everyone's responsibility. Crime Stoppers is here for all of us. You can safely and anonymously report any suspicious activity by calling 405-793-5160. There's a hero in all of us. Need a buddy to make fun and lasting memories with? Consider adopting a pet from the Moore. Some buddy is waiting for you. Visit cityofmoore.com for more information. Animal Hospital.
Hughes is growing too, with 6 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles.
Back deep for the Sabercats, number 21, Marshall Mack, 22, Raekwon Wicks. Set the kick for the Antlers, number 90, Alexi Oates.
All right, here we go.
All right, number 90, Alexi Oldham is going to be kicking off for the Deer Creek Antlers after the second touchdown. Back deep to receive for the Sabercats. That's Raekwon Wicks takes it at the 5-yard line. Finds a seam up the left side of the field. All right, they're standing him up. I expect a whistle. Yeah, I expect a whistle at any time.
Deer Creek Antlers are standing there fighting for every yard. Defense or
exactly
offense,
right.
just fighting for every yard.
That's exactly right.
There's no give in this Antler herd.
All right, so we'll see what the defense can do here. Can the defense continue to stonewall the Sabercats as we have about just over 3 minutes left in the second quarter and head towards halftime, the first halftime of the year. Southmore's going to come out in the field. Of course, we're probably still going to have Jake Scott at quarterback because at this point, he's been the offense for the Sabercats.
Don't say it. Watch the draw. Watch the draw right here.
Chances are you could be right. So we're going to have 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. Scott takes the snap.
Oh, that's motion.
Flag on the play. And the way those Antlers were in the backfield, Scott may have been excited that there was a flag on the play to stop.
See an offensive lineman knocking himself on his helmet, you know, is going to be legal motion right there.
Exactly. He's not just checking the fit, Jerry. I think that he may be upset with himself. So once again, 2 up and 2 down on your screen. Probably going to run the exact same play here. Jaden Scott takes the snap from center.
Here comes the draw.
Here comes the draw.
Golly.
Dylan Diaz had him. Lost him towards the end, but was still brought down by number 29 for the Antlers. Dylan Beers. First time I've gotten to say Dylan Beers.
That boy Dylan.
Name tonight. Nice tackle, Dylan. Way to get in there. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 4 to 5 for the SaberCats. Might as well just watch the draw. So they're going to have Jaden Cook back again. No backs behind him. To his left or to his right. Here's the snap.
Oh, he actually threw
There's
that
actually
one.
A pass.
Great
nice
play.
Coverage by number 41, Parker Johnson. The hero with the interception earlier. Nice play, nice defensive play there. Nice coverage by Parker Johnson. Couldn't have been any more on time.
He really reacted strongly to that ball. As soon as the pass came out, he was already moving forward and got there right when the ball did.
Absolutely. Defensive backs pride themselves on breaking on the ball. That's a linebacker breaking on a ball like that. Nice coverage.
This is a big 3rd down play right here. If we can stop him, we can go score again. So watch the draw.
3rd down and 4. There is a back behind him this time. Offsets to his right. Here's the snap. He takes it, rolls to his right.
Rush.
Throws and completes a pass to number 81, Corbin Patchett.
It looks like the coaches.
That may be his first completion tonight, maybe second, third. He hasn't had a lot of completions.
The coaches for Deer Creek thought that hit the ground. He did bobble it quite a bit, but they were pretty animated in their thoughts he had dropped that pass. All right, defense, let's go now.
Well, that's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for the SaberCats. 1st down and 10's kind of hard to come by for the SaberCats tonight, it seems like. We've got Scott back in the shotgun, takes the snap, empty backfield.
Holding. Oh my gosh.
There's the flag. There's the flag. Scott's still running, but it's not going to matter. Scott gained about 20 yards on that play, but he can walk all the way back because that's going to be a holding.
That's one of those ones where every official throws their flag so they get graded on that because there's at least 3 or 4 flags down there. Number 13, our defensive end, charged in and essentially got, I don't know, horse-collared tackled. It was crazy. I mean, he made a great rush.
There's so many flags in the field, it's like graduation caps. They're having to check initials to see what flag belongs to who, Jerry. So that's going to bring up, they're going to replay 1st down. It's going to be 1st down and about 23 for the SaberCats, which, frankly, they've probably had a draw play for 23 tonight.
Yeah.
So, 23-yard play, not out of the realm of the possibility, or not out of the realm of possibilities for what the SaberCats have done offensively this evening. You're going to have trips to the bottom of your screen, single wide receiver to the top. Empty backfield again for Jaden Scott. Player set, referee backs out. Jaden Scott awaits the snap, and there it is. And there's the, did that look like a draw? He rolls out. Oh, he actually finds Raekwon Wicks. I'll be dang. Dag nabbit finds Raekwon Wicks at the 49-yard line. Going to be a nice gain for the SaberCats. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line. Pardon me. Thank you, Jerry. 2nd and 6 from about the 49-yard line.
There's a minute 49 left in the half. If we can bow up right here and stop them and don't let them score, we can go into the half feeling pretty good about ourselves.
Jaden Scott's in the backfield. Raekwon Wicks offsets to his right. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff.
Screen.
Passes back to Raekwon Wicks. Raekwon Wicks runs to the 35.
Oh, no.
Cuts to the 30, the 25, the 20. Raekwon Wicks makes another move.
Oh.
My goodness, Raekwon Wicks. Well,
sometimes
we had a shutout for a while, Jerry, but that's okay.
Sometimes
that's okay.
athleticism, that was showing why that kid is getting recruited. I mean,
yeah.
He took a short pass and did all that on himself.
Yeah, I tell you, you're exactly right. And when I mentioned joking a little bit earlier about he's got a little bit of can't catch him in the phone booth. There was a little, you could see a little bit of that in the play. So, SaberCats scored their first touchdown of the season, bringing their place kicker to kick the extra point. It's up and it's good. So that's going to bring the score with 1:34 left in the first half to the Deer Creek Antlers 14, the Southmoore SaberCats 7.
More Norman Technology Center, where high school students and adults can explore a career in a few semesters or a lifetime. More Norman Technology Center, where potential outcomes.
Ryan Huerta set to kick for the SaberCats.
All right, Jerry, so with 1:34 left in the second quarter as we head towards halftime in the first game of the season here, Deer Creek Antlers 14, Southmoore SaberCats 7. I'd say so far, can't complain.
Can't complain.
Can't complain at all. Southmoore kicker. I should say this poor kid's name. He just kicked an extra point. Number 20. Southmoore, you really. Number 95, Ryan Huerta.
Their numbers are impossible to read.
Absolutely. Back deep to receive.
Good kick.
That's number 10. I believe that's Dylan Diaz. Dylan Diaz is met at about the 15-yard line by a trio of SaberCats. Decent return.
We have the choice now with Southmoore using all their timeouts in the first quarter. There's 1:29 left here on the clock. We've done a really good job of throwing the ball. Hunter's been on fire, and we've made some great catches. Do you go for it here? I mean, it's on the 18-yard line. If you mess up, something could happen, and they could be tied with us going in. But we played a really good half here. If we decide to run the ball, they can't stop the clock, and we can go into halftime. It's why Coach Stanley gets paid to do this, and we don't, you know. So it's his choice right here.
Absolutely. So we got 1st and 10 from about the 19-yard line. We've got Hunter Freeze in the shotgun. Takes the quick snap, rolls, passes outside to number 6, A.J. Neal, who falls down. Dag nabbit. AJ would probably like to have that one back because he had running room upfield, Jerry.
He did. The one positive you can think out of this is he fell down in bounds, so it kept the clock moving. So that it still gives Coach Stanley the options of what he wants to do right here. I like the aggressiveness coming out and throwing the ball, though. I'm not sure I would have done that, but I like his aggressiveness to do that.
Absolutely. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and just over 10. Maybe a small loss on the play. We've got Hunter Freeze in the shotgun. Morris Davis offset left. Awaits the snap. And there it is. Quick handoff to Davis. Is met by a couple of SaberCats right as soon as he takes the handoff. It's going to be a loss of about 1 on that. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 11, 12.
I believe, whenever we fell down over there a while ago, and it was just a smart play at that point. Hand the ball off.
Yeah.
Let's get to halftime. there's a 2-second difference, and so we have to snap the ball here. We won't have to snap it again. We could take a knee, go to halftime up 14-7, and I'd be really, really pleased with how it worked out so far.
Absolutely. Well, in fact, the formation here, as you guys can see, that's exactly what they're going to do. Gee, Jerry, you need the turban and the Carnac like Johnny Carson. You're calling it all night here.
I'm on fire.
That's absolutely. We need to go buy some lottery tickets because your percentage right now is really good. So at halftime, that's going to bring up a score of 14 for your Deer Creek Antlers and 7 for the Southmoore SaberCats. Miss Harris is going to be Carnac.
There you go.
The 2017-2018 Southmoore Palm Squad is ready for another fantastic year of cheering on the Southmoore SaberCats. Over the summer, the squad attended an NDA camp at OU and brought back many individual and team awards. As a squad, the team won the Superior Showmanship Home Routine Trophy, Superior Team Routine Award, Gold Team Dance Award, and the NDA Spirit Squad Award. Individually, they brought home several individual ribbons, 4 All-Americans, and 3 Pennant Award recipients. Our team captain, Lydia Johnson, was also honored with the Overall Leadership Award for the entire camp. The squad also continues the legacy of bringing home a bid to nationals in Orlando, Florida. Southmoore Palm would like to say thank you to everyone who supports and sponsors the squad, and they look forward to representing the student body as they cheer for the Southmoore SaberCats. Please welcome the Southmoore SaberCat Palm Squad. The Southmoore SaberCat Palm Squad. The 2017 Southmoore Varsity Cheer Squad is eager to cheer and support their beloved SaberCats this year. Over the summer, the squad attended NCA Innovative Speed Camp at the University of Oklahoma and had 8 girls named All-American. Also received a bid to NCA Nationals in January. In the girls' downtime, they have been extremely focused on giving back to the community. This includes the regional food bank, the Buddy Walk and Shop with the Cop, just to name a few. They're coached by Adrian Harless, Beth Wallace, Miranda Noel, and Kylie Lindsay. JV coach is Tasha Powell. The squad would like to say thank you to the parents and all of their many supporters. Please welcome the Southmoore SaberCat Cheer Squad. Just a reminder, the Southmoore Cheer is doing a raffle for Cheer Nationals. You can purchase your chance to win. Tickets are 1 for $1, 6 for $5, or 12 for $10. We're also having a silent auction with Pampered Chef and Cincy. And there are 9 raffle tickets will be given out, and you do not have to be present to win, so be sure to stop by the Southmoore Cheer Table. Ladies and gentlemen, Moore Public Schools and Southmoore High School is proud to present the 2017 SaberCat Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Cole Carvin, Adriana Ibanez, and Maddie Pruitt. This evening, the band will perform a section of their 2017 outdoor production entitled Vampire. Please give a warm welcome to the Southmoore SaberCat Marching Band. The Southmoore Sabercats. Sabercat marching band is under the direction of Adam Uhorner, Jeff Slipton, Byron Church, and Rick Street. Additional staff includes Alan Wallach, Susan Wessel, Dylan Buford, Paul Nestor, Daniel Johnson, Aiden Street, Trey Brown, Tamara Wynn, Shelby Huffman, Bria Melton.
I want to be a software designer and improve the way society communicates.
I want to study physics and discover more efficient sources of energy.
I want to be the best teacher I can be, and I get to do that at Deer Creek.
I want to study geology and find ways we can live in better harmony on our planet.
I want to study robotics and design machines that make our lives better.
Our school district's growing fast because word's gotten out.
We're one of the best districts in the nation.
We have 3 times as many students and twice as many schools since 2001, but the donations to the foundation have gotten smaller.
Oklahoma schools are receiving the same amount of funding now as they did in 2008.
It's up to the foundation to fill in the gaps.
And it's up to you to make sure we have what we need.
To build a bright future for the world.
To build a bright future for ourselves.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Moore High School football field. Welcome to the 2017 Deer Creek football season on Antler Vision. As we move forward here towards the third quarter, I'd like to take a second to introduce Jonah April. Jonah April has an interview that he performed with Deer Creek head coach Wade Stanley, and so we're going to go to that interview here in just a second.
Welcome to Inside Antler Football. I'm Jonah April, and we are excited for the 2017 football season. And we are equally excited to have our new head coach, Wade Stanley, with us. Can you tell us about yourself, Coach Stanley?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, excited to be a part of Deer Creek football, and I've been coaching for about 20 years, and I have a family with 2 children, and my wife Mindy, and my daughter Addie, and my son Luke. So we're happy to be at Deer Creek.
Awesome. What are some things here in Deer Creek that you and your family have enjoyed so far?
Well, I think it's a great school system. We love the school system. The area is a great area. My family enjoys being here, and so all around, it's just been a great place to be so far.
Great. We have a new coach, and there's rumors that we have a new look. Can you tell us about that?
Well, we might have a new look, and what I can tell you is if everybody will come out to that third game of the season, when we play Edmond Memorial at home, they'll be able to see if we have that new look. So, but it's a distinct possibility. It is.
Right. What was the reaction from the players for the new look?
Just if we do have a new look, right? So, no, I'm just kidding. No, they're excited. They're excited about it. We had a kind of an unveiling of the new uniform, and we had a couple of our coaches that are only, one played in the NFL and one played college ball, and they're a couple of years removed from playing, so they still look like players. So we dressed them up in the uniforms and had them come out, and everybody had a good time with it.
We look forward to seeing the new look Antlers this Thursday. Now let's talk football. When you think about this team's potential, what comes to mind?
Well, I think that, it's about getting better every day, and we come to work every day, and the young men have had good attitudes, and we can always control our effort, and we can always control our attitude. And so during this building process, that's what we do. And so it's about getting better every day and every week.
What is an expectation for the season?
Well, our goal is to make the playoffs, and to do that, you've got to win district games, and to do that, you've got to get better right now. And so everything that we're doing right now is leading up to our district games, and again, just getting better every week as we get into that. And then when we go to those district games, you got to be able to win some of those district games and be able to get enough of those to get into the playoffs. And so that's our goal.
All right. We look forward to the game Thursday night at 7 at Moore Stadium. Coach, thanks so much for taking time with us.
You bet. Thanks for having me, guys.
We have a new Antler Vision reporter who
would
love to meet you.
Okay.
Come on, Archie.
Hey, Archie. How are you?
Archie, this is Coach Stanley. Well, Archie, do you have anything you need to say?
What's he saying here? Let's go Antlers. Okay, I like that. Let's go Antlers. Okay. Let's go Antlers. Let's go Antlers. Let's go Antlers. I like it, man. Give me right here. High five, Arch. All right, baby.
Nice job, Jonah April. What an interview with head coach Wade Stanley. And guys, I'm going to call myself out here. What is the deer's name? What is the deer's name? Is there
Archie.
Of course, Archie. Okay, I knew that. I saw him dance at a middle school basketball game last year. How could I miss forgot Archie? Sorry about that. Well, we're back here at Moore High School's football field. We're at halftime. We have the Deer Creek Antlers 14, the Southmoore SaberCats 7. Before we get back into talking about the offense, the defense, the first half, one of the first things we'd like to do is thank our crew. Jerry?
These guys are fantastic, and like I said, I've done this before and with a lot of people, and these young people here, these young adults have got this running like clockwork. It's amazing. We're talking about freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors here running this. Miss Janet Harris is the teacher for all of this, and she is fantastic. But we have Alex, and Kendall, and Madison, David, Brittany, Carlin, and Nathan all running the show 100%. Everything you see here and everything you hear is done by these students, these young adults here. We also have alumni that have come back from OU just down the road who have done this and now have moved on to University of Oklahoma, greatest tradition in history of college football. And they are working on Sooner Vision down there because of what they learned and what they did here. And so Chris and Kylie and Elena have come back to help us out and have just been fantastic. They're laughing. What, did I mispronounce something? Kyle. Well, she wrote it with that little cursive E there. You see that? I know you can't see this at home. Okay, Kyle. I'm sorry. But it doesn't break up what they're doing. They're fantastic, and they're doing a great job, and they make us sound good, and I really appreciate all of them and what they're doing.
From the moment we met Miss Harris and got to meet some of these guys and gals doing this class and this game for Antler Vision, the first thing I said to myself is, if I would have had this class in high school, I may not be working on the bank right now, Jerry.
Oh, I know. I mean, that this is brought to us here at the Deer Creek school system and gives our students an opportunity for this. It just goes to say a lot about what we have here. And I'm not just saying all this stuff, but I mean, this is a big time deal that we get to have this kind of a curriculum at Deer Creek High School. And I think it's fantastic. It will lead to some of these students making a living for their family down the road from what they've learned here in high school. And I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, growing up in Jet Nash High School of 39 kids, We were just excited if we had the KNID Game of the Week, Jerry. We got to tune into, 96.9 out of Enid and catch the Timberlake game on the radio. It was, but this is a whole different level, a whole different playing field, pun intended. And so we're excited to be here. We're ready to kick off the second half and the rest of the 2017 season.
And this is the game of the week this week. This is all over the papers and television and everything. And Deer Creek is holding its own, and I'll say a whole lot more in the first half.
Absolutely. I think when the paper comes out tomorrow, people are going to see the immediate impact, especially as Deer Creek continues to perform in the second half like they did in the first, the impact that Wade Stanley has had on his program so far.
It's fantastic. I mean, look, we know that it's just the first half of the first game of a long, long season. But I can just tell you, no matter what happens in the rest of this half, what I see on the field down there is a lot different than what we saw just a few months ago at the end of the season last year. And that's nothing against the boys from last year. I just think a new attitude, a new winning attitude, the way Creek is supposed to be. And showing right here on the field and in the stands as well.
Absolutely. Hopefully it'll be a first step in a long journey to success. One other thing that we wanted to touch base on that we're super excited about, and I know we've mentioned it 2 or 3 times, we want to continue to thank the McBride Clinic and Parker Cornett. Jerry has had some personal experience with Parker.
Yes. First of all, last year I believe we had 25 young men that missed games for being injured, and most of them went to McBride and were brought back. My son is a freshman this year and was hurt pretty badly at a football camp and has had to sit out this whole year. What we get out of this is I have the doctors at McBride talking directly with Parker and her staff about what my son needs to do to rehab. We don't have to go pick him up and take him to do a rehab stint on his leg. He can do it right there in school, and I get communication directly from her, and she communicates directly to the coach. I know there's several kids that have nicks and injuries and things down there that are all being treated by Parker and her staff, and that is just an unbelievable blessing to me as a dad for so many reasons. It's fantastic, and again, we had that opportunity here at Deer Creek. I know McBride takes care of all the Edmond schools as well. It's a tremendous blessing to know that our kids are being taken care of and being rehabilitated so they can get back out and do what they love, and that's play football. And hats off to Parker and to the school district for that.
Absolutely. Well, of course, we want to wrap up halftime here by saying, again, Parker and McBride, we appreciate you.
Yes, we
and
do.
what you do for our kids. So as we start the second half here, 12 minutes on the clock, Antlers 14, Southmoore 7. We'll see if the Deer Creek offense can keep it rolling. We'll see if Southmoore continues to run draws.
Looks like Deer Creek has to kick off, so we're going to find out right here if the draw is coming again after this kickoff. But for a first half of the first game of the year on the road at a 6A1 school, I'll give us a good solid A on that first half.
Absolutely. To kick off for this second half for the Antlers, let's start with back deep. Back deep, we've got Raekwon Wicks, I know. Yeah, and another Southmoore Sabercat whose jersey and number will go unmentioned. Kicking off for the Antlers, number 90, Alexi Oldham, and there's the kick. High, short kick, fair catch by Southmoore, number 44, Jared Spradling. Fair catch at the 28-yard line. That'll bring up first down and 10 for the Southmoore Sabercats.
We wanted to keep the ball away from him right there, Wicks, I believe, because our kicker can kick the ball back to there, and that's a strategy move right there. Let's kick it short. Let's make him have a fair catch. Our defense is held throughout the entire first half except for one play.
Absolutely.
So right here, I guess that's Coach Stanley showing, hey, I believe in our defense and what we're doing.
Sabercat offense takes the field. Of course, the star of the show for the Sabercats, Jaden Scott, still at quarterback. Empty backfield, awaits the snap. There's the snap.
Draw.
There's the draw.
And there's the solution right there.
Absolutely. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Brought down by number 13, Isaac Rowei. And once again to the Roweyi family, I hope I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly. So please email me with the phonetic spelling if need be.
I'm going to say I like Ike. How about that?
Absolutely. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. I thought a loss. We'll call it no gain. Gracious spot for the SaberCats, if I do say so myself.
Wow. Yes, it was.
Jaden Scott lines up, empty backfield. Going to be from the 28-yard line, takes the snap, 3-step drop.
Get there.
Looks for his man down the sideline, doesn't pull the trigger, decides to pull the trigger. Nice catch by the coach on the sideline. That may have been Bro Proctor. Former Norman North All-State product. I think that might have been Bro Proctor. We may need to suit him up, Jerry. Does he have any eligibility?
I bet he's ready to get back out there.
That's right.
You know, he had all day to pass the ball, but what that shows is we had great coverage in the secondary with our linebackers and our defensive backs. Brings up a 3rd down. This is huge. If we can stop him and get off the field right here, we're going to be looking great.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So 3rd down and 10.
Watch the draw.
Yeah, absolutely. He does have a single back set, pistol formation. Oh, so direct snap to Raekwon Wicks.
Wrap him
and I'll
up.
say it goes nowhere, and it's going to be a loss. That was a little trickeration. I mean, a little inventive play calling by the SaberCats to try to get something working, to put the ball in their playmaker, Raekwon Wicks' hands. You had Jaden Scott looking toward the sideline, and then what happens?
Right. There was 11 Antlers within 1 yard of the ball carrier there when he was brought down. Every one of the Antler defenders was sprinting to the ball to make sure we got that tackle.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Shamali.
Shake it.
You know, when he punts, he doesn't look like a punter necessarily, but it'll go.
It worked.
And that gets a nice SaberCat roll there. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Antlers from the 30-yard line.
All right, let's go get them, boys.
70 yards to go, Jerry.
Well, we can do it on a pass play as long as they don't throw a flag. I mean,
that's exactly right. Hold on to those flags. Hold on to those flags. Antler offense will take the field. No surprise. Hunter Freeze is there, ready to do some work. Just as in the first half, he'll have Lamoris Davis offset to his left. Twin receivers to the bottom, single receiver to the top. Handoff to Davis, cuts it outside, then back up inside. Short gain, maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Tackle by 46, Cody Kleiman.
We've really been blessed with a nice evening. You know, we are still in August, just barely. We could have had 90 degrees and 100% humidity, but it's really weather-wise, Jerry, been a nice night tonight.
I know every old man in the world that's ever played football talks about it being 150 degrees when they played.
That's exactly right. Freeze awaits the snap, takes the snap, quick pass to number 1, Logan Huslig on the sideline.
Well, I really like the way he fights for those extra yards. He's quick.
Yeah, you can see why Huslig's on the field. He's got good hands, and he fights for extra yardage. His yards after catch, or yak, if you will. He's had a good yak yards tonight. Yards after catch. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Antlers.
Let's do the same thing. Let's just run it again. If they back off, let's throw it to him again.
Freeze in the shotgun, offset back to his right. Lamoris Davis. Quick out again to Huslig. Exact same play, Jerry.
1st down.
1st down and 10 Antlers from the 45, 46-yard line.
If they're going to lay off of him, then let's do that all the way down the field. Pretty soon they're going to have to walk up, and the second they do, he's going to be scoring, going long down the field. I like the way that Hunter's getting the ball out of his hands. I mean, that was a quick 6 yards right there.
And they're playing him soft again. Let's see if they do it again. Let's see if they go to the well again. Freeze in the shotgun, offset back. So let's see, was that movement? Oh, no. Yeah, look at discouragement on the SaberCat there. I'm going to guess that's on them.
Great discipline right there by offensive line to stand still.
Absolutely.
Encroachment, Southmoore.
All right, so we're going to replay. That's going to be 1st and 5. Freeze will be in the shotgun again. Huslig on the top. Let's see if they go to Huslig again. Twin receivers on the bottom. Morris offset to his right. Referee swinging the arm like he's in the Who, but really saying wind the clock. Here's the snap. Wait a minute. Looks like they're going to change it up at the line here. Freeze looks towards the sideline.
They're laying off of our receivers again up top.
Now he's offset left. Davis is offset left. Quick pass to number 11. Oh. Nice move by number 11. Good block by Davion White, and nice move by number 11, Paxton Garrett.
That was a great play. I was talking about going up top. We came back down here low and got a really good block there by our other receiver. Teams that are successful, if you go throughout time, teams that are successful, especially in a passing offense, they have receivers that really block well. Guys that want to block hard for each other. You can get guys out there blocking like that. A small play like that turns into a big gain and gets us a first down. I really like the way we're looking so far.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times you hear about wide receivers being prima donnas, and sometimes that's true. However, some of the best receivers in history, you're right. When you see that sweep play, when you see that running back out on the edge, what do you also see? You see that receiver blocking their platoon off for that running back, because they know what? It's a team game.
It's you know, I'm just saying again, it looks night and day from the end of last year to now, and I know it's early, and so I sound ridiculous saying that, but you see the things that, you know, they always say tackle, blocking, running, you know, I mean the fundamentals of football. And we have a bunch of kids that seem to have bought into this.
Absolutely.
They're buying into it, and they're seeing the rewards of it right now on the field. And I think they will continue if they keep working hard and doing this to do this for the rest of the year. It's really refreshing and good to see.
Yeah. Once again, I've been really impressed with the Antlers and what we've seen tonight. I mean, a couple of penalties here and there, but really, overall, so far an impressive outing. Freeze in the shotgun, offset back to, oh, there's a fumble in the,
get it,
no, it's still on the ground. The fumble's been recovered by Southmoore. Number 55, Marquand Journey. I believe that's number 55. Marquand Journey. Oh, no, not Marquand. Number 53, Elijah Owen. So, Elijah Owen recovers the fumble. You know, one of the few mistakes we've seen tonight, but the defense, the way they've played, I have a feeling that they're going to step up here. The kind of fire and spirit you've seen through this defense, this may be an opportunity for them to step up.
That's why you play. That's why you play defense. Is for situations like this. Let's come out here. Let's shut them down again because we can.
Absolutely.
Watch the draw.
Jaden Scott in the backfield, offset back to his left. Actually sets up to pass. Looks like
good play.
Taken out of bounds by number 43, Griff Stanley.
He chased him all the way down from the nose guard position to the boundary.
Absolutely. Good to see Griff Stanley in there chasing down the quarterback. Fantastic. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. He actually may have gained a yard on that play, I guess. So 2nd down and 9, 7:46 left in the third quarter. 14 Deer Creek and 7 Southmoore. Twin receivers to the bottom of your screen, twin receivers to the top. Empty backfield for Jaden Scott. Waits the snap. There it is.
The draw.
Yeah, he tucks it. He
Hold
runs.
on. There you go. Look at the
fantastic swarming defense by the Antlers.
Look at all the white shirts coming from all over the field to come and get in on that tackle.
Number 53, Keegan DeMario in on that tackle. First time I've got to say Keegan's name. Not that Keegan may have been in one of those huge piles earlier. It's the first time I've got a good glance at Keegan in there. So good job, Keegan.
It's 3rd and 7 on our 40. If we can stop him here and hold him off, this is the big play right here and the turning point of the game. If we can hold him here, we can go to score. I don't think our offense can be stopped.
Absolutely. So here's what we've got. We've got Jaden Scott in the shotgun, empty backfield, twin to the bottom, twin to the top. Drops back, actually looking to pass here. Wings it out there, overthrows his receiver. He had a receiver open on the out, overthrows his receiver. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6.
The largest punter in 6A football.
Once again, Brian Shomali out to punt for the Southmoore SaberCats.
Big boy. If you have a fake and you want to run it, this is the time and a place in the field to do it. Deer Creek really has to pay attention and stay sharp here. It looks like they're staying in a defensive set just for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely. The upbacks don't give the appearance that they're going to take off and run, but oh my, somebody just blows up the upback on that punt.
In the end zone.
And it's into the end zone for a touchback. Oh, I think there's going to be a penalty. There's a flag on the play. Goodness.
Punt goes into the end zone.
It's down here at the 15-yard line, so it can't be a roughing the kicker type situation.
No, I think they may be. Jerry, I think they may have maybe hit after the whistle. I saw a Southmoore player fall on the ground really late there and hold his arms up as if he had been wronged in some way.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
He doesn't know where to point.
Deer Creek.
Oh, daggone.
That'll be, if it's at the 20, they'll probably take it back to half the distance. We may be starting on our own 10. But look, we fumbled the ball on our own 43-yard line a while ago.
Absolutely.
And our defense came out and did exactly what we said. They stood up to the challenge and stopped them, and also showed Southmoore didn't go for it.
Right.
They punted the ball away, which shows the confidence or the lack thereof that they have in their offense against what our defense is doing right now.
Freeze in the shotgun, twin receivers to the top, single receiver Davion White to the bottom, offset back to his left, right. Looks to the sidelines, talks to his offensive line, steps back, same position, pulls it out, up. Had a Southmoore defensive lineman right on Freeze as he pulled that ball out of Davion White's stomach. No, pardon me, not Davion White, pardon me, Lamoris Davis. Hunter Freeze pulled that ball out of Lamoris Davis' stomach, and immediately Southmoore lineman right there to bring it down for the loss.
Swallowed up.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to bring up a 2nd down at about 13 or 14. Twin receivers to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Lamoris Davis is off to his right. Freeze awaits the snap. There it is. Pump fake.
He's got
long,
him.
And he's got him. Oh, dag nabbit. That's Logan Hueslick. Logan Hueslick is, I'm not sure he's been open all night long.
Whether it's short or long, the defender actually reached out and grabbed him as he ran by, which would have been a holding penalty, but the ball went out of bounds over there, and so they'll rule as uncatchable. But that's all he could do because he ran right by him.
Right. You know, through the years I've watched Deer Creek football, and you have those names that kind of sneak to the top and become names that you watch, like Blumenthal and Kerstetter. Logan Hueslick may end up being in that group. That's quite a bit to say right now after one half. Boy, he looks good right now. Freeze takes the snap, back to pass. Just out of the reach of Logan Hueslick. But he was open.
He was open again.
He was open.
He's going to deserve his feet up on the ride home back to Deer Creek later tonight. He's run all over this field.
That's absolutely right. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 13. Going to bring in the punter, Preston Seibel. Back deep for the SaberCats. I don't believe that's Raekwon Wicks.
We need a big kick here from Preston.
Absolutely. There's the snap. There's Preston with the kick. Goes out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
Wow, he walked it all the way up to the 19.
Oh, my. So that's going to bring up a first. Talk about field position. That is fantastic field position for Southmoore, Jerry.
Well, you know, you play these non-division games. You play the first 3 games of the season, non-division, to kind of see how you're going, see what's going on, because you get into the conference play there in those final 7, and that's where it really counts. Those are the ones that count toward going to the playoffs and what you may do. Our defense has been now twice in a row on our end of the field giving Southmoore the ball. Let's see what our defense is all about right here.
So we've got Jaden Scott coming back, empty backfield, twin receivers to the top and bottom. Waits the snap.
Draw.
Well, that's not Jaden Scott, Jerry.
No, that is not.
That looks like number 10, Donovan Gaines.
Donovan Gaines is he's the junior that they had. They had mentioned he was in a quarterback battle with Donovan. And it looks like they brought him in. He's not as big as the other quarterback, but he looked pretty quick right there.
I was just saying that same thing. I've seen Jaden Scott run, and that's not Jaden Scott.
No. But the defense stood tall. We only gave up a couple yards here. Let's do it again.
It's going to bring up second and about 7. Trip receivers to the bottom, single to the top. I believe that's Donovan Gaines again. Empty backfield. Waits the snap. There it is. Looks to throw. Rolls, scrambles.
Incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended for, I believe, number 8, Ty Bartley, but overthrew him considerably, Jerry.
He's a southpaw, and he just like us, he was running to his right and had to throw back across his body. There wasn't any pressure on him there for a while. I thought he was going to run, but then he broke through. We kept coming, made him throw the ball out of bounds. This is a huge third down play right here.
But I love that they contained him.
Yes, they did. They wouldn't let him run.
Held up their blocks, contained their man. So here we go. Twin receivers to the bottom, single to the top. He's in the pistol formation right now. Let's see the back offsets. Back offsets to his left. There's the snap. Pulls the handoff. Runs up the middle. Tackled by number 29 for a decent gain. It's not going to be a first down, but he's tackled by number 29, Dylan Beers.
Oh boy, Dill. That's 4th and 2. We're coming up to 4th and 2, and they don't seem to be running in a kicker.
So they got one goal line stand under their belts tonight already. Well, 4th down stand and goal line stand. This one not quite goal line, but it is going to be 4th down. So let's see what they can do here, Jerry.
We got to not jump off sides, but we got to make sure and contain him. I mean, the play of the day for them has been their draw, so let's get them.
We can't hear the crowd, but there's about 1 million. Watch the count. Up. Never mind. There's going to be a timeout by the Deer Creek Antlers. So with 4:25 left in the third quarter, Deer Creek Antlers 14, Southmoore Sabercats 7.
100% physician-owned McBride Orthopedic Hospital. Mid-First Bank, Oklahoma City Community College, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center of Norman, PT Central, Ricochet Remodeling and Construction, Rhino Gear, and S.H. Vaughn Construction Company. Sabercats would also like to give a special thanks to Subway on 19th and Santa Fe for sponsoring today's purchase meal, and a special thanks to Eagle Heights Church for sponsoring this week's team meal.
It's time to smile for the LSR Orthodontics Fan Camp.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 2. Donovan Gaines lined up, offset back to his left, right.
Motion. Yes.
Yes, false start for the Southmoore Sabercats. We don't have to be unbiased here at Antler Vision.
No.
So I'm not going to. So false start. Awesome. Good deal. Turns a 4th and 2, into about a 4th and 7. The man with the R. Nice job, man with the R on your shirt.
All right, they don't seem to be bringing in a kicker, though. No. So here we go again. Come on, defense, you got to hold up right here.
So Donovan Gaines still at quarterback. They've taken out Jaden Scott. I don't know if Jaden Scott's hurt or what's going on there. If they just maybe looking for a change of pace to get things moving. Twin receivers to your bottom, single to the top. Pistol formation, back offsets to his right. Here's the snap. Gaines rolls. He's looking to pass. He is really looking. Passes tipped. Another 4th down stand by the Antler defense.
The Big Blue Wrecking Crew right there, baby.
I'll take it. Big Blue Wrecking Crew. It rhymes. It's catchy.
I mean,
that's a T-shirt.
Yes, it is.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Antlers. We're excited here in the booth. I hope you are at home with 4 minutes left, 4:20 left in the third quarter. It's 14-7. Deer Creek still ahead. Hunter Freeze and the Antler offense are going to take the field, and we'll see what can happen.
This much excitement, we're going to have to get an Uber to take us home.
I don't know if I have that app on my phone, and I don't know if I have the data left to download.
I can't believe I just said Uber.
All right, so it's going to be first down and 10, the Antlers. We've got twin receivers to the top.
Get rid of it.
Freeze under pressure,
Throw it.
avoids the pressure, floats it up. Oh! That's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted. I can't see the number on his jersey. 20. Oh, that was Raycon Wicks.
You know, that was one of those plays that we were talking about a while ago where this is a learning process for the first few games. And that was one that, you know, for how smart this kid is and how good he's played tonight, that's when he's going to kick himself in films. He should have just thrown that out of bounds. But you know what? I like his spirit on saying, hey, why not? Let's try to get this too. So that's one of those plays where we can learn and get better as we go on further and further. He did a great job of eluding the rush. So we've said it twice already. Let's say it a third time. How about the defense coming out here on our side of the ball? Let's shut them down.
All right, so here we go. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Donovan Gaines still in at quarterback. No, that is Jaden Scott. So, okay, Donovan Gaines is out of the game. Jaden Scott. That is Jaden Scott. Yes, that is Jaden Scott. Once again, SaberCat jerseys. That is Jaden Scott back in the game. So Donovan Gaines is out. Jaden Scott's back in. Jaden Scott, you know, he's quarterbacked a majority of these series for the SaberCats tonight. He's back in, gets a gain of 4 on his first carry in this drive. We're going to have twin receivers to the bottom, twin receivers to the top. Jaden Scott's going to have an empty backfield. He waits the snap. Pulls it down and runs. So somebody just put a look at that. Was Dylan Diaz really just put a slobber knocker on Jaden Scott. We'll probably have to shake that off for just a minute or two. That was Dylan Diaz, yeah, that was a big gain. Dylan Diaz put a lick on him. So that's going to bring up first down and 10 for the SaberCats at the 17-yard line.
All right, Deer Creek, this is where we have to bow up now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our defense has been on the field quite a bit, but
they really have.
This is the time they gotta pull it together here and shut them down.
So Jaden Scott in the shotgun, pistol formation, back offsets to his right. He's looking to pass. It's not a designed run, just throws it out of bounds. No flags on the play.
The pressure got to him. It broke down, and the pressure got to him there at the end, and he had to throw it away.
Absolutely. Scott was being pursued by 2 Antlers, and he's smart to throw it away on that play. It would have been a considerable loss. So we've got second down and 10. Jaden Scott still in at quarterback. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the third quarter.
All right, Antlers, here we go.
We're going to have twin receivers to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Pardon me, trips to the top, single to the bottom. This is still Jaden Scott, empty backfield.
He's running.
He's running, tucks it. It's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It might be good enough for a Southmoore first down. Let's see where the spot comes in. No, it's not good enough for a first down. So it's going to be third down and short for the Southmoore SaberCats here. Jaden Scott, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you have these big games at the beginning of the year. And is this a trend for what's going to be the SaberCat offense for the rest of the season? Who knows? But right now, the SaberCat offense is really Jaden Scott.
The only play that, I mean, I would say they're going to run the quarterback again here. And they don't.
They actually hand it off. Oh, big stick right there by number 44, Tyler Hammonds. Running back got spun around and turned his back to Tyler Hammonds, and he'll hope he doesn't do that again the rest of the game.
Dylan Diaz was in on that as well, number 10.
Absolutely.
They do have first and goal, though. This is where we have to stop them. They got 4 shots from inside the 5.
All right, so here we go, Antler defense. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. We've got Jaden Scott back offsets to his right. Hands off to number 3, Donovan Benton. So Donovan Benton, first time I've said his name tonight, because that might be the first time Jaden Scott hasn't kept the ball and ran tonight. He actually handed off on that zone, possibly what it was his zone read there.
You would think Wicks would be in the game, but he's sitting over here on the bench and has been this entire offensive series.
I hadn't seen a hitch in his get along. He maybe he's taking a breather.
He's been out there pretty much the whole game.
That's right. Well, Iron Man football.
All right, defense, let's go.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line. Single receiver to the top, single to the bottom. Handoff again.
Tackle.
That's going to be a touchdown for Southmoore. Handoff by Jaden Scott to number 3, Donovan Benton for the touchdown. Ran into traffic in the middle and cut it outside.
There's not much room down there for error when you're that close in there. And he had a full head of steam, and then there's just no room to make up on that short play. So.
Yeah. He stayed tucked down in behind that line for just long enough. The defense collapsed in, and then it popped right back outside. So the Southmoore place kicker comes off, rolls back. Okay, we've got a botched snap. He just tosses it up.
Yes.
There's nothing funner to watch than a place kicker try to throw a panicked pass.
That's a big play right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we came out of that with a lead.
That's
fantastic.
an important play. I'm laughing because I got to see a place kicker try to throw an unintended pass. But that's a big play, ladies and gentlemen, because it's 14 Deer Creek, 13 Southmoore. So, with 1 minute and 3 left in the third quarter, it's 14 Deer Creek, 13 Southmoore. A 1-point lead.
Yeah.
A 1-point lead is a win.
Yes, sir, it is. That's we put our defense in 3 really almost impossible situations. The 40 twice, the 19 or 20 once.
Right.
All in that third quarter, and Southmoore only gets 6 points out of it.
That's a great point. We really did put them behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
They just need to give them some oxygen and water over there. And our offense needs to take the ball and do what we do and go school.
Possibly some granola.
Yes.
Maybe a Cliff Bar. Oh, maybe we're not supposed to say that. An unnamed granola bar.
A nutritional treat.
There you go. That's absolutely right.
But, we had the lead, and third quarter's almost over. I mean, we survived 3 times inside our side of the field. It's time for the offense, and they're hitting on things to go down there and score now.
I continue to be excited by what I've seen. The way the defense has performed, the way that Freeze has thrown the ball, sans the 1 interception. But honestly, he's really trying to make a play.
Yes.
And you can't fault a player for trying to make a play sometimes. But he did say he tried to throw it out of bounds next time. Never will concede them. All right, so back deep for the Antlers. Number 10, Dylan Diaz. Number 4, Davion White.
Be good to get a good return right here.
I would love to see a big return. We haven't really had the opportunity to see a big kickoff return tonight. Maybe we'll see Diaz or White get in the open field. Here he comes, and there's the kick. Nice kick. It's going to be fielded by Davion White, fielded at about the 3-yard line. Davion's got a head of steam.
There's a hole.
He makes a move, and there is a
hole.
Ooh,
he runs over someone.
My goodness. Somebody thought they were going to take Davion head on, and then they maybe decided differently. The sportsmanship.
And then he helps him up.
He helps him up.
He ran over him, and then he helped him up. That's a Deer Creek way right there.
Help Davion White. Nice return. Looks like we may have a cramp here. That looks like Dylan Diaz and the unofficial athletic trainer, number 60. Ethan Renner helping out his fellow teammate there.
Here comes Parker.
There's, speaking of Parker Cornett, ladies and gentlemen, there's Parker Cornett. So as the Deer Creek team huddles here on the sideline, kind of talking it over, that's your offensive coordinator for the Deer Creek the offensive coordinator for the Deer Creek Antlers, talking to him there on the sideline. Jason Paul. There's Coach Hayes. See them all getting coached up there.
There was something that I was meaning to bring up right at the first of the game. For all you that are watching out there and you think, I know it's been a few months and stuff, but my Antlers look just a little bit different. It's because we do look a little bit different. They brought out brand new uniforms this year. And if they look good to you, they look good to me too. We went back with these actual blue helmets that we had, for years and years, and kind of brought a little retro back with our uniforms here, and got brand new uniforms. You heard about it on Coach Stanley's interview at halftime, but I like the uniforms. I think they're great. It's kind of with a new spirit. We got a new uniform. Let's wash off everything else and start fresh. I really think they look great. Wait till you see the home ones. They're fantastic.
How did they premiere those uniforms?
From what I was told, I was standing outside the football room and heard a huge roar. Coach Proctor and Coach Millard put the full uniforms on. Granted, they still can. They're in shape to do so. And jumped out in a team meeting in their entire uniform. The boys went crazy and went nuts, and I've heard nothing but just rave reviews from the boys on how fantastic the uniforms are and how much they like them. And you'll see us in white this week, and then next Thursday over at Edmond Santa Fe. But coming up on the 15th of September, you'll see them in all blue. And another thing, that is our first annual official Deer Creek Blue Out. It's on September 15th. We're trying to bring a lot of spirit back into the school and with the student body and the fans and everything, and we're going to have a blue out. And you've probably already seen things all around school and everywhere else. We have blue out shirts that are for sale. I believe they're like $15. It's really a good deal. But we're all going to be in blue, show our support to our boys in that first home game on September 15th against the Edmond Bulldogs.
So if you couldn't make it down to Moore tonight, please try to make that first home game. Let's try to fill up the stands and try to turn that place blue.
Yes.
So the Antler offense takes the field again. Huddle breaks. Hunter Freeze is in the shotgun. We've got triple receivers on the top of your screen. Davion White, Paxton Gary, and that is Logan Huselig, I believe, at the top of your screen. Oh, my goodness. We had a little flare out there by Lamoris Davis, little screen to Lamoris Davis. And just in and out of the hands of Lamoris Davis. He's had a nice night, and he's probably going to want that one back.
He was looking upfield just a little bit early. He had plenty of room to run, and he was thinking, I'm going yard on this one.
That's exactly right.
I bet we watch here in the next 53 seconds and then the 12 minutes of the fourth quarter. I bet we see him make up for that with some kind of spectacular play.
Absolutely. So we got twin receivers to the top of your screen. Freeze is back in the shotgun with Morris offset to his right. Look at that zip.
What a catch.
My goodness. Hunter Freeze rocks and fires. Logan Huselig slides down backwards and pulls in the pass for a gain of about 6-7 yards. It's going to bring up third down and about 3 for the Antlers. Man, when Freeze wants to, he can fire it, Jerry.
Oh, yeah, and what a catch. It makes it from going from a 3rd and 10 to a 3rd and manageable right here. I mean, I go back to the boy. I mean, he's catching everything.
Twin receivers to the bottom. Freeze pulls up and looks to the sideline, communicates to the offensive line. Moore switch sides. They fake the handoff. Quick pass to Logan Huselig. There he is. That's good. He maintains his position. First down. Yeah. Heck, he had even a yard to spare there for the first down, Jerry.
How many times have we said tonight him making a big catch and getting the first down just barely with his fight? I mean, that right there is the last play of the third quarter, and that was a huge third down reception for the first down.
Absolutely, and at the end of the third quarter, thanks to a botched extra point and getting to watch a kicker try to throw a pass, we've got the Deer Creek Antlers 14 and the Southmoore SaberCats 13.
20-yard field goal to win Kane for a year. Okay, everyone, let's get behind Thomas to make this kick. Be sure and visit Raising Cane's on 19.
It's going to be first down and 10 Antlers. Hunter Freeze in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the bottom. Morris is offset to his left. Handoff to Morris. Breaks one tackle. All right. LaMorris Davis breaking a tackle in the back. I think he had him dead to rights in the backfield. Runs through that hand, that strong hand of that defensive lineman. Keeps going. It's going to bring up a second down and 5. Second down and 6, Deer Creek.
You got to like getting a little chunk yard right there, right up the middle and first down.
Absolutely.
Now everything in our playbook is open right here.
All right, we got twin receivers to the bottom, including Logan Huslick and Davion White. Freeze looks to the sideline. Morris is to his right. He waits the snap. There it is. Davion White.
Get upfield.
Yes, gets upfield.
I think
depending on the spot, I think that's a Deer Creek first down.
He retreated and gave a little bit of yards back, but then lowered his head and his pads and fought through 2 guys. That looks like they're moving the chains. That's a first down.
First down and 10 Deer Creek. So, moving the chains methodically down the field. It's going to be at the 42-yard line. Huddle breaks. We got twin receivers to the top, Davion White. On the top of your screen, Logan Huslick in the slot. Hunter Freeze in the shotgun with Morris offset to his right. Awaits the snap. There it is. Gives the handoffs to White, or Morris, pardon me. Makes a nifty little cut for a gain of about 2 yards. So it's going to bring up second down and 8. Without that nifty little cut, that's a no gain, Jerry.
Yeah, you can see right there just how quick he is. He put his foot in the ground and cut right upfield. You know, you think we're talking too much about a 2-yard run, but that was a big 2-yard run right there. It keeps us moving forward. It keeps the chains going forward. We're sitting on the 40-yard line. Let's go get a first down right here.
Twin receivers to the bottom, Davion White and Logan Huslick in the slot. Freeze in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, gives a pump fake. That pump fake usually leads to nice plays.
Oh, he got tackled.
Yes. I'm probably not supposed to clap, but that was definitely pass interference.
Well, I mean, he had him beat, and they were jockeying for position. We were getting ready to come down with the ball again, and their guy literally tackled him to save the play. In high school, it's a 15-yard penalty. It's not the spot of the foul, so it was actually a smart move on his point because he would have caught the ball.
If I taught a class to referees about pass interference and I needed video, I might use that play, Jerry.
You very well could. That's a big play.
Absolutely. That pump fake, I think, has led to 2 of those long passes to Logan because they bite on that pump fake, and as soon as I see Freeze pump fake, I immediately turn my head because I know Logan is put it downfield.
That moves us to the 25-yard line.
All right, so it's going to be first down and 10 Antlers from the 25-yard line. Nice drive. Keep it going. So we're going to have twin receivers to the bottom of your screen. We're going to have Logan Huslick in the slot. We're going to have Davion White on the bottom. Freeze in the shotgun. Davis offset to his right. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Davis. I think forward progress would have brought him back to the line of scrimmage. He popped it outside, and as soon as he popped it outside, he was tackled by several SaberCats.
Well, you were talking about methodically moving us down the field. If you noticed out there, we've gone to a 7-man offensive line. You know, you're so used to seeing twins up top and below, 4 receivers out there and just a 5-man line. We went to a 7 a 7-man line, and it looks like we're trying to stick it up inside a little bit there. So looks like there's a Sabercat down with cramps right now as well, and their version of Parker's out there helping him.
Yes, yes. You know, I'm sure in first games around the state this weekend, you're going to see a lot of that cramping.
Yeah, no matter how much you practice, I mean, you really can't, you know, try to do what it's like to play in the game. And especially in the fourth quarter, a lot of these boys are going both ways or been on the field a long time. It's just bound to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure my son gets sick of me telling him, hydrate, 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 hydrate. I know he gets sick of it, but this is for that reason.
I got hydrate before I go get the mail.
You know, I remember stories about Emmitt Smith. He used to walk around with just gallon jugs of water. Because I think at the time in the 90s, when the Cowboys were the team in the 90s, because they were, let's be honest, the team in the 90s. I mean, I really don't think there's any disputing that. I could really go on and on. But let's get back to Emmitt's cramps. They would talk about him having hamstring problems and cramps and so on and so forth. And they talked about him walking around with just a huge gallon jug of water.
You got to stay hydrated.
Absolutely. All right. So it's going to be second down and about 12. We're going to have a single receiver to the top. That's Logan Huselig. I like the look of that.
This is where he's going to work.
Twin receivers to the bottom, White and Paxton Gary. There's Freeze. Oh, with a little screen. That's well read by the Sabercat defense. It was a screen, and he had some room, but the Sabercat safety, I just can't see his number.
I can't either.
Made a great break on the play. I mean, at the moment I saw that play develop, I thought Davis was going to have some room to run, but it was a good break on the ball by the Sabercat safety linebacker.
We got 2 yards out of it. Makes it 3rd and 10. You know, we're in field goal range, but I sure like to get 7 here.
Twin receivers to the bottom, Freeze in the shotgun. Morris offset. He's looking to pass. He sees Huselig.
Oh, what a
It is caught by Logan Huselig, and he's excited about that, ladies and gentlemen, and so am I. That's a catch by Logan Huselig for Hunter Freeze down to the 1-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal, Deer Creek Antlers at the Sabercat 1.
I don't know. I watched every game last year, last 3 years. Who is this kid and where did he come from?
I was going to say the same thing earlier.
He had Zach's number. I don't know where he was last year, but welcome to 6A football.
Yes. If Logan Huselig's parents happen to be at home listening, or his grandparents, I'm sorry I didn't know who he was, but I know who he is now. That's for darn sure.
Make that boy some cookies.
So we got a tight formation here. Hunter Freeze is just going to try to push it into the end zone. He was under center. First time this season we've seen that. How far do you...
Freeze on the keeper.
Really?
They're going to give him no gain on that, Jerry.
Yeah, we're still sitting on the 1.
Let's see if they go with that tight formation. We had Huselig up top. I mean, it was a single wide receiver up to the top of your screen. And then basically what my son's Pee-wee team calls the jumbo formation. Goal line, here we go. Now we've got...
Push.
There he is. He's in. Woo-hoo-hoo! Touchdown, Antlers.
Creek.
Look at that excitement.
That's awesome.
That's what we came to see, ladies and gentlemen. With 7:54 left in the fourth quarter, it's your Deer Creek Antlers 20, the Southmoore Sabercats 13. On to kick the extra point is number 90, Alexi Oldham. And we need, this is an important extra point. They wait the snap.
They were offsides.
Yeah, they were offsides, but the kick is up and the kick is good. I think that will be declined if what I think happened did.
Unless they blew it.
Encroachment defense.
Dead, unimpeded to the Coach Stanley out talking to him.
Well, I mean,
give us the point.
Yes.
Just give us the point.
Yes. But what a play. On that touchdown, that pile of humanity, was that Griff Stanley?
That was big Griff Stanley, our nose guard, powering it in there. Not only our nose guard, but like our heavyweight wrestling champion as well. And he got stopped.
Yeah.
He got stopped, and he just refused to go down.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about, you talked about your Dallas Cowboys. How about Moose Griff right there?
That's exactly right. Griff Stanley with the touchdown. I'm not sure I'd be saying that tonight. So here's the snap. We're going to do this extra point again. There's the kick again. It's good again. No flags on the play. No flags with the guy with the R on his shirt. No flags from the guy with the L on his shirt. All right, no flags on the play. So the extra point is good. So that brings the score to 21-13. That was an important extra point. So with 7:54 left in the fourth quarter, Deer Creek leads.
Need a buddy to make fun and lasting memories with? Consider adopting a pet from the Moore Animal Shelter. Some buddy's waiting for you. Visit cityofmoore.com for more information. Brought to you by Scroggins Animal Hospital.
Moore Norman Technology Center, where high school students and adults can explore a career for a few semesters or for a lifetime. Moore Norman Technology Center, your potential, our promise.
It has been such a pleasure for me serving this community for the last 33 years. I've had the honor of serving lions, jaguars, and saber cats, and sometimes multiple generations within one family. And I love seeing their smiles. And that is such a good feeling for me as a parent.
All right. So
and
with
we're back.
Yes, exactly. We're back. We had to take a brief break. So with a score of 21-13, 7:54 left in the fourth quarter, we're going to have number 90, Alexi Oldham, to kick off deep to the Southmoore Saberquats. What are they doing? So the Sabercats, one of which is believed to be Raekwon Wicks, possibly. Is he back? No, that's not him.
Get him.
So Wicks
Oh,
is
look
out.
at that. Get him.
Look at that.
Get him.
Oh, my goodness. There we go.
Good
Knocked
job
out
by
of
the
bounds
kicker.
by the kicker. Alexi Oldham, number 90, knocking the guy out of bounds.
Never a
Love
good thing
to
to
see
have
that.
the kicker make the tackle, but that was a good play. I mean,
Yeah, we've had two good things with kickers. We got to see one throw a pass. We got to see one make a tackle. You don't see that every game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a four-leaf clover exactly, but it's close.
That last drive took a little over 4 minutes off the clock, but about 20 minutes in actual time, and gave our defense hopefully a chance to rest and get over there and get fired up. Griff Stanley stepping right in after scoring that touchdown at nose guard. Let's go get him, Griff.
So Jaden Scott in the backfield, hands off to number, oh my goodness, that's Dylan Diaz. Dylan Diaz and number 14, Jake Michael. Absolutely. Tackling number 5, Elijah Brewer on the carry. Jaden Scott actually handed that one off. I believe that's once again the jersey.
Tell you what, Dylan Diaz, for a sophomore, he's bringing the lumber. When he comes up and hits people now. You know you played against him at the end of the night.
So it turns out everything I heard about Dylan Diaz may be true. So we'll see if he continues to grow throughout this season and just really put on a display of football like he's done tonight. Nice job by Dylan Diaz.
All right, defense, let's stop him now.
So Jaden Scott's in empty backfield, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Awaits the snap.
Here's the draw.
There's the draw.
Golly!
They're trying. This Diaz with the tackle brings.
Oh,
that's a little. I mean, most people are going to say that's a follow through, but the fact that Scott fell like he did, they're going to call that, I think, every time. Dak nabbit. Keep playing, Dylan.
Yeah.
Keep playing.
Heck yeah. You know, it's the fourth quarter. This is down to it, and
absolutely.
And you've been out there a long time going against the same guys. Things tend to happen. I mean, they've run the same dang play. I mean, it's the only play they've had any success with, barring the one great play by Wicks early in the second quarter. It's the only thing they've done, and they've been real good at it. Those guys are slippery now.
I brought up. Sorry. What was it?
It's a 15-yard penalty, but it looks as well as Dylan.
He didn't toss him this time. Right?
He gave the referee gave the motion of tossing somebody. I don't know who it would be.
Well, Dylan's still out there, so I don't know.
Out there. I'm looking through the team to see who's the main guys are out there still. I don't know who it would be. They're having a conversation with Coach Stanley right now.
Dylan has walked towards the sideline. We'll see. No, that's not Dylan.
They're breaking the huddle, so I don't know.
And that's Dylan and Dylan's style. Okay, so we're fine. We're fine. So is that Jaden Scott or is that Donovan Gaines? I think that's.
They're marking off a double. I mean, that's a double penalty. I mean, 2 15-yard personal fouls. That's number 11 out there for them.
Okay, so that's Jaden Scott.
They just got essentially a 30-yard penalty out of that, which I don't know. I watched the whole thing. I don't know if it warranted 30 yards.
Yeah, I wish we could hear. I wish the referees were on the field. Although
here we go, defense. Time to stand up and stop them.
He actually hands off. Brought down for.
Is
there a fumble on the play? Deer Creek seems to think they have the ball. And the ref signals it. Deer Creek has got the ball. My goodness, it looks like Christmas morning. Look at those guys run towards the sideline. Somebody just recovered a fumble. Woo-wee.
I know the Lord doesn't play favorites, but Deer Creek is God's country.
I tell you what, my goodness, that is excitement. You know, we talked about that fire and passion and excitement we saw in the first quarter. It's definitely still here in the fourth, and it's good to see.
Wow, that was, you can't even tell how crucial that turnover was. I mean, that was just unbelievable at the right time. I don't know if someone stripped it out of there, but I do know we recovered it because everyone ran to the football.
Single receiver to the top of your screen, twins to the bottom. Freeze takes the snap, hands off inside. I think that's Lamorris Davis. It's going to be a short gain or no gain, if any.
Davis on the carry. Great infinity.
I don't want to be redundant here, but I'm finding number 1 on the field. I'm throwing him the football. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's this struggle taking place between do we try to eat clock, do we try to manage clock, or do we just try to run the offense like we've ran it all night long? So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's this struggle that takes place in every football game, in every situation like this. I don't know. Logan Huslick has been very impressive this evening.
He's in the slot right now.
So we've got twin receivers to the top. Huslick is in the slot. They hand Freeze. Oh, just misses Huslick.
Pass is incomplete.
Just a little bit out of timing there.
I like the look at that play, though. It was essentially the quarterback read there, where he could have kept running or throw the ball. It was just our own version of it downfield. And he had plenty of room if we could have gotten the ball.
It's going to bring up third and basically 10. We're going to have twin receivers to the top should these remain as it is. We've got Davion White on the top. We've got in the slot Logan Huslick. Freeze takes to the huddle. We've got about 5:59 left in the fourth here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a big one here. We need to get out of our own end of the field.
Davis is offset to his right. Freeze takes the snap. Hands off to Davis. Davis pops out! Oh, one guy made what could have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Marshall Mack for the Southmoore SaberCats made what could have been a touchdown-saving tackle because Davis went into the pile. I thought he was probably going to be tackled, and then at some point he popped out, and Marshall Mack really saved what probably was going to be a touchdown.
That was good blocking by the offensive line right there, too.
Preston Seibel's back to kick. He awaits the snap. Southmoore SaberCat is back to return. And that may be Raekwon Wicks. Preston Seibel with a nice punt. Wicks fields it about the 38. Wicks has room. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by the punter, Preston Seibel. No flag on the play. At about the 34-yard line. Raekwon Wicks with a nice return. Seibel had a nice punt, but Wicks had room to work, and he sure did. Took it back to about the 33-yard line.
That's one of those cases you always hear people say you out-kick your coverage. That was such a good kick, and we were trying to protect so much back there to make sure they couldn't get through and block it. It left Wicks with a lot of room to run there, but Here we are again. We've been here all game. They're on our end of the field. Defense, let's go.
Yep. They've got to have another series in them, and so we'll see how it goes here. Jaden Scott comes back out. No more Donovan Gaines. That must have just been some short work for Donovan Gaines. So we've got Jaden Scott here in the shotgun. Offset back to his left, twins to the top of your screen, single to the right. He keeps it. Runs around the left side. They stretch him out. Knocked out of bounds by number 16, Tucker Bowen. First time I've got to say Tucker Bowen's. Oh, no, pardon me. That's Will Michael. Is that number 15?
That's 15.
That is Will Michael. Hey, first time I've got to say Will Michael's name. Will Michael, Jerry, heck of a lacrosse player.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him win a national tournament in Kansas City with 15 seconds left on the clock. He slung it what had to be about 90 miles an hour from about 25 yards. Won the national tournament. Heck of a lacrosse player.
Deer Creek's got great lacrosse too.
Absolutely. So here we go. Twin receivers to the bottom of your screen. Single to the top. Jaden Scott. The back ends up offsetting to the left. They actually hand it off to him. That's Raekwon Wicks. Raekwon Wicks. That's going to be a first down.
It's that point of the ball game where Southmoore looks like they're not going to put the ball in the air unless they have to. It's where we're coming right here, stop us or don't, and we're going to have to stop it.
Brought down by Dylan Diaz, Preston Seibel, and our man Isaac Rowayu. So we've got single receiver to the bottom of your screen, twins to the top. Jaden Scott in the shotgun, back offsets to the right. Keeps the ball, breaking tackles. Taken down by number 8, Preston Seibel, at about the 9-yard line. That may be good enough for, yeah, that's good enough for another first down. So we're gonna have first down and goal from right at about the 10-yard line. SaberCats look towards the sideline. Their offensive coordinator, former Mustang head coach Ty Prestridge, sending in the play.
There it is, guys. This is it.
Single receiver to the top, twins to the bottom, back offsets to the left. He cuts it outside, tries to turn it upfield, maybe makes a small gain, maybe of a yard or so. Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Will Michael, and number 34, Logan Stanley.
Good job by Dylan Diaz holding up right there. He could have unloaded on him on the sideline. But held up and didn't get a penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, this is no point in the, not that you ever want a personal foul, obviously, but this is definitely the point in the field and the time in the game. You definitely don't want a personal foul.
All right, Dee, let's go.
So it's going to be second down and goal from about the 8 and heck, we're inside the 10. Let's call it the 8.5-yard line. We've got twin receivers to the top and a single to the bottom. Jaden Scott's in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands off to Raekwon Wicks, who has stood up. Stood
Look at
up
all the people
by
running
a
to the
group
ball.
of Antlers. My goodness, including number 14, Jake Michael. Look at that fist.
I like that guy.
Absolutely. You think it's the fourth quarter and they're tired. Jake Michael still has fire, I promise you. That was it on screen right there. It's a good stand by the Antler defense. It's going to bring up third and goal. Number 5, Elijah Brewer's coming into the game. Elijah Brewer gained some yards last time Southmoore was inside the 10-yard line on the last drive on the other end of the field. So we've got twins to the top, single to the bottom. Jaden Scott's in the shotgun, single back off. He's actually going to throw this possibly.
Intercept.
Oh, he drops the ball. Hey, Jaden Scott threw that pass. He hit his receiver in the hands, plural, both of them. He hit them in the hands. Receiver couldn't hang on.
I think the entire crowd, players, everybody was shocked he actually threw the ball. I mean, bless the kid's heart. I think he was shocked they had, They haven't had very many chances as receivers tonight is what we'll say.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're exactly right. So, hey, we'll take it where we can get it. The pass was there, couldn't make the catch. You got to make a play. That's when we saw Coach Stanley in the pre-season seminar when he talked about players that play. The players that play for Wade Stanley are players that make plays. He emphasized that to us several times. So we've seen players here for Deer Creek make plays. And so
I can hear the Deer Creek crowd revving up on 4th down from across
absolutely,
the way.
absolutely.
Everyone's standing right now.
We're several stories up and encased in glass, and we can still hear that Deer Creek crowd across the way.
The clock has run out, and they're talking to the coaches for Southmoore. I'm not sure either. They've gotten an extra 2 minutes to decide their play here. The play clock has completely ran out. I don't know what they're doing. Essentially, they gave him a timeout.
Twins to the top, singles to the bottom. Jaden Scott in the shotgun. He's going to pass again.
Yeah, he's down. Whether he was down there or it was incomplete, that's first down Deer Creek.
We're not going to replay. Yes, yes, for another stand by Deer Creek.
The 1 foot line, the 1 foot line.
Count them, that's 1, 2, 3 stands by the Deer Creek defense. The Deer Creek defense, that passion and that fire, my goodness.
I mean, that is, again, we're in the danger zone on the 1 foot line, but you know what? We're not tied up. And
yes.
That just shows the will and the want of these boys. I just can't tell you out there how much you can see it over here. It's just fantastic. Hey, there's 3 minutes left. This is a big time. We're going to have to be able to shove this ball out of our own end zone. But if we can do this, we can drive and end this game.
Yeah, absolutely. There's 3 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Deer Creek still leads 21-13 over the Southmoore SaberCats. They've got the ball on about the 1 inch line. So
big Ethan Renner's going to have to push him some space right here. Yeah.
Oh my.
Is that us out to the 4?
I can't tell.
The 3?
It's just a pile of humanity.
Timeout SaberCats.
Timeout SaberCats. All right. Somebody's excited.
Yeah, that's Ethan.
All right.
We got out to the 3. That's a big 3rd down, or a big 3 yards right there.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Nice push by the offensive line. You got to give it up to our offensive line. We're not 6'7". We're not 300 pounds.
We're just a bunch of kids that like to play football and do it for each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice push by the offensive line to create some space. Because you're right when you say, it's one thing being on the 1 or the 2 yard line, but when you're on the 1 inch line, there is no room for any mistake.
None at all.
Bad snap, there's nothing.
Now,
so
let's go.
Absolutely. It's going to be bring up about 2nd and about 7. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes left in the game. 21-13. Deer Creek leads Southmoore. Offense heads back out on the field.
They're playing their hand right here by calling timeout. So this hit a first down, and we may be looking pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're stopping the clock again.
Discussion going on by the referees.
He hasn't had enough airtime tonight. He wanted to get his side judge in on some of that.
Well, you know, we're getting close to the end of our first game here, Moore High School Stadium. All right, here we go. 3 minutes and 1 second. They get that push again.
Up to the 5.
Another 2 yards.
And Southmoore uses its 2nd timeout of the half. That leaves them with 1. Well, we're in timeout. I want to really quick again run through this and just thank these wonderful young adults that we have here that we're getting to work with tonight. It's just been fantastic. Miss Janet Harris has a great group that she gets to work with every day, and now we do as well. And I really want to say thanks to the alumni that came back from Norman, Chris, Kyle, and Elena for coming back and working with all of us here. And then our regular crew of Alex, Kendall, Madison, I know your family, Madison, David, Brittany, Carolyn, and Nathan. You guys have been fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with tonight. So I'm excited for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we're excited to get the win here. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And we're excited to move on to every game throughout this season. We've had a great time here tonight. We'll see if we can go ahead and finish off this win. here in Moore.
You get a winning streak, I'll be even crazier.
Is it okay to paint your face in the booth? Is that what we're going to do?
We'll see next week.
There we go. The big foam finger, maybe.
All right, I'm looking for number 1.
So we've got twin receivers at the bottom of your screen. We've got Freeze in the shotgun.
There he is.
Drops back to pass.
Oh.
Did he catch it?
Forward motion. Forward.
He caught it.
That's going to be right at the first down marker. I mean, it's going to be how he spots the ball. Give us a first down. Come on now.
Davion White caught that. I don't know if they're going to get, I mean, it looks to be first down to about, what, the 10.5-yard line, and they're spotting that right at the 10.
It's a half an inch either way.
Yeah.
Oh.
My goodness. So it's going to bring, I mean, it's basically going to bring up fourth. Oh, they're going to bring out the chains. Okay. So they're going to bring out the change. We'll chains, and we'll see what kind of measurement we get here.
Come on now.
Yes, exactly. Because if they get a first down here.
Come on.
My fingers are crossed. I know you can't see it at home, but my fingers are crossed here. All right. Here comes the measurement.
Stop pulling on it so hard.
Oh. So we're going to be about 6 inches short of a first down. White holds up the distance. It's close. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to bring out the punt team. There's Preston Seibel.
Another big punt by Preston, but we got to cover this thing.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're going to have Raekwon Wicks back, and we know Raekwon Wicks is an athletic return man. He's had a nice return tonight already. So we're going to have a nice punt. We're going to have to have a nice cover of that punt, and keep our fingers crossed here. Play good, play hard, play fundamental. 2:45 left in the fourth quarter here in Moore. Preston Seibel's back to punt. Raekwon Wicks back for the return.
Preston Seibel back to punt for
This one's going to come down. Maybe a nail biter here. Got Will Michael covering the punt on the top of your screen. Can't quite tell who that is at the top. I think that's Paxton Gary.
All right, bounce.
Good bounce.
Bounce.
There you go.
Way to cover that. Bounce. Let it roll. Oh! Fumble!
Raekwon Wicks tried to be a hero there and pick up that ball on the bounce. Had that been a turnover, a fumble, he might have gotten an earful from that coach. In fact, he might still be getting an earful.
There's a flag down over here on the 4-yard line. Please let it be offsides on them. Come on. Give us one right now.
Give us the signal.
That was a 44-yard punt. That was a big kick.
That was
Preston.
a nice punt by Preston Seibel.
Looks like we're doing it again.
Okay. They're going to make us repunt. Well, okay. So the nice punt, the no return, the fumble, the near recovery, all for naught. We're going to do it again, ladies and gentlemen. So Preston Seibel's going to be further towards the back line of his end zone here. He's going to try to punt out of his own end zone. It's going to make it fourth and instead of inches, it's going to make it fourth and about
holding.
Yeah. It's going to make it about fourth and 5-ish. Just over 5-ish.
You don't see that on a punt very often.
Not very often at all.
We really got to cover this.
I think the refs are just, goodness gracious.
Killing me.
Yeah, we're having a hard time tonight. Another nice
Good
kick.
One. Cover it. Drop it.
Raekwon Wicks with the fair catch at about the 44, 43-yard line. So that's where the Southmoore SaberCats will take over on offense. With 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, it's going to be the Deer Creek defense again. Deer Creek defense has made 3 fourth down stands tonight. Let's see if they can come and answer the bell one more time. Jaden Scott's going to come back out as quarterback. No more Donovan Gaines. We're going to have trip receivers to the top of your screen, single receiver to the bottom.
Here comes the draw.
Yeah, here comes the draw. No, he's rolling out. He actually makes the pass. Nice play by number 34, Logan Stanley. Perfect timing Some might argue he arrived too soon. Not me. He arrived perfectly to make a play on that receiver, so he couldn't make the catch. Nice play, number 34, Logan Stanley.
Good job, Logan.
Great play. They want if Daquan, pardon me, Daquan, if Jaden Scott wants to keep passing the ball, I may be fine with that.
I may be fine with it. We'll see how these next 3 plays go.
So twin receivers to the top and bottom. Jaden Scott in the shotgun.
Here's the ball.
Here's the snap.
Nope.
He's going to throw it again. Oh,
no.
My goodness. Yes.
Oh.
No flag. Oh, no. And there's the flag.
Flag on the play.
Well, that was number 34, Logan Stanley on the coverage. Jaden Scott pass was intended for an unnamed Sabercat with a jersey number I can't read. And
that'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll take him inside of our 30, but you know, he was open.
Yes.
And so at that situation, you'd rather give up 15 than 6.
Yeah.
You know, and defense just has to stop him. Defense just has to stop him right here. If he had told you before the game, comes down to this, up by 8, we'd have taken it. So now it's time. Defense needs to shut him down.
Absolutely. And we're kind of in a weird spot also because they've been running all night long. And now in this last series, they've decided to start throwing the ball. So here we go. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Jaden Scott in the shotgun, gets the snap, looks to pass again, throws, just out of the reach, coverage again by number 34, Logan Stanley.
All right, Logan.
So they're trying to work on Logan Stanley here, and Logan Stanley, frankly, is answering the bell.
Right, he is.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. 21-13 Antlers. 21-13 Antlers. 2 minutes left in the game. Play comes in from the sidelines for the Southmoore Sabercats. Again, we're going to have twins to the bottom, twins to the top. Jaden Scott's going to be alone in an empty backfield. Here's the snap. He's going to pass again. Quick out through the hands of Raekwon Wicks. Raekwon Wicks is going to wish he had that one back because he had some room. He had a few yards to gain there. I think he got a little excited about yards to gain before he caught the ball.
Well, Parker Johnson was coming to put a tattoo on him, and he looked up at the last second, which I can't blame him for that because he was about to get it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So now we're 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, minute 57, 21-13 Antlers. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. They're going to lull us to sleep with passing. I'm scared of a draw here, Jerry.
Come on, D.
Here we go. Gets the snap.
Get there, break down.
He's under pressure by number 41.
He ran right across the line of scrimmage. He went across the, get it!
Oh, nice play by the secondary.
He threw it past the line of scrimmage. There's a flag.
Jaden Scott was under pressure. You're fine. Jordan Scott was under pressure by number 41, Parker Johnson, who almost had him. Jaden Scott, arguably, may have been past the line of scrimmage. And they're picking up the flag.
You look right there. He's past the line of scrimmage.
Dag nabbit.
Oh, and Coach Stanley's wanting to want an explanation. He's like, you got to be kidding me. You saw it. I saw it. We all saw it. Call the penalty.
I imagine he just said, I adamantly disagree. Possibly, maybe. Well, whatever the case, we've got 4th down and 10.
Here it is.
A minute 49 left, 21-13. Your Antlers are still up.
Come
the
on.
Antlers defense, look at them. The Antlers defense raising those arms towards the crowd. Get up. If you're here in Moore Stadium, get up. If you're at home on your couch, buckle in, because here we go. 4th and 10. This is it. Should be it. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Looks to pass.
There. You got him.
Yes.
Get him.
He's in the grass.
Get him.
There you go. Sacked by the Antlers. Sacked by the Antlers.
Look at the excitement. Look at them on the sideline over there. Just bumping with the coaches. That is what Deer Creek football is all about right there.
For the 4th time this game, the Deer Creek defense comes up big. Defense, defense, defense.
Wow. That I'll tell you what, I'm pretty worn out. I was pretty scared. I was like, no way can we come in and play this good and have it fall apart. And by gosh, those young men stood up and they stepped up and this is a big win for Deer Creek football.
Absolutely.
A big win for Deer Creek football.
Absolutely. You know, when we went to that first scrimmage down at Carl Albert, I said to you, a lot of fire in this defense, a lot of passion. Look at these guys jump around. And these guys came ready to play. All right. So a minute 40 left, 21-13. Single to the top, single to the bottom. Got to run some clock here. All right. So handoff to Lamoris Davis.
They just used their last timeout.
They just used their last timeout? Or have they?
Yeah, they used their last time. Well, he signaled for
Clock's
it.
still running.
He signaled right
We're down
to the
to a
line,
minute
Judge,
25,
okay.
23. Clock's still running. So,
They haven't started the play clock yet either.
So loss of 3 on that. Loss of 3 on that play. Second down. Clock's still running. Down to a minute 12 now. Right?
They haven't wound the play clock. I don't know. The play clock says 0, but it's
You watch the play clock.
0.
I'm watching that game clock, and as soon as it hits 0, we get to high five, Jerry.
All right.
Single to the top, single to the top, single to the bottom. Hand off
Hold on
again
to the ball. Hold on to the
Lamora
ball.
State.
Oh, no. No, they blew it dead.
They blew it dead. Ooh.
They just used their last timeout just there.
Okay, so that'll make you nervous.
Woo.
Oh, my goodness.
They're not letting us out of more easy, are they?
No, they're not. Okay, so it's third down, and we've lost yards on consecutive plays, but obviously we're trying to burn clock here. It's third and about 18. Luckily, that play they blew dead before Lamoris Davis ball popped out there with Lamoris Davis. We've got 50 seconds left. Third and about 18.
We can run the ball up the middle. They don't have any more timeouts. Run the ball up the middle. Try to take as much as you can, and it just depends on when we have timeouts left. What I think I would do, and what I believe Coach Stanley will do, is we run the ball up the middle, let them wind up play clock, and let it run down all the way to 1 on that play clock.
Yes.
Call a timeout
Yes.
and see how much time is going to be left.
Is this game going to end with Preston Seibel, the punter, running around the end zone by himself, trying not to get tackled?
Or we're going to punt it to Wicks. I don't know which is worse.
All right, so with 50 seconds left, it's 21-13. We got a single to the top, single to the bottom. Davion White on the bottom, and I think that might be Logan Fuselick at the top. Freeze in the shotgun. Davis off. Hand up. Oh, Freeze
Go, Hunter,
pulls
go.
it.
Go, Hunter,
Freeze
go.
pulls it.
Get down.
Freeze has got 2 hands
All
on
right.
that ball.
42, 41. Let's see when they wind the clock. 35 seconds left. Let's see when they wind it. He just wound it right there with 31 seconds left. We should be able to run this down to about 6 seconds on the clock. Their play clocks are not working here in Moore Stadium. So we don't know exactly how much time we have, but I'm saying use every split second of it.
We're down to 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Preston Seibel is back to punt. We're down to 5 seconds.
Coach Stanley just called timeout, just like what we were talking about with 4 seconds left.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not to bring up anything with my OSU brothers and sisters out there, but to throw the ball out of bounds play,
Yes, no.
let's not do that.
No, we don't want a Central Michigan on our hands.
This
no.
could be a play where they do. We snap the ball and run around for 4 seconds, or
I said that.
I know,
Yes.
and yeah, there's so many options you think about, but then you think about what could go wrong with them as well. You don't want to punt it to Wicks. That's the one thing.
No.
It may be one of those ones where I say, hey, Preston, I want you to punt the ball out of bounds,
Right.
And have him try to punt the ball. I mean, if it goes 20 yards, big deal. Punt it out of bounds. That should take 4 seconds off the clock. But say, no way in the world do you want that ball to land in the field. It has to go out of bounds. It has to.
I think Preston could run around for 4 seconds.
I think he could too. I mean, look at him. They can't bring him. They won't bring him down.
I mean, he could even theoretically, he could take a safety, but then you risk punting to Raekwon.
But he should be able to run out the clock with 4 seconds left, and he runs all the way back. Snap's going to be important here. He is. He gets it away.
Okay.
That's a ball game. Deer Creek wins.
There you go.
Woo! Look at that excitement over there on that sideline. They earned this win. JD.
Welcome to 1-0, Deer Creek.
Oh, what a huge win.
Coach Wade Stanley's record at Deer Creek, undefeated.
Undefeated.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. Thank you very much for joining us here to kick off the 2017 season here on Antler Vision. We're going to be here every game night, Jerry and I. So thank you so much, so much for joining us. We appreciate it. To the whole crew here with Antler Vision, like we said, their names earlier, it's been one of the funnest experiences we've had, and I'm sure this season's just going to get better and better. So from all the crew here and Jerry and myself,
hey, we'll see you at Edmond Santa Fe next Thursday. Let's go get them, Creek.
All right. Go Creek.